ahoy, and g'day once again to ye mateys. Good to see you again. I be Josh the Pirate. I'm not Tony Karlstrom. Tony is very sick, unfortunately. Very sadly, cannot join us. So our hearts and love go out to Tony because he said to me earlier, I will be there. And I was like, don't burn yourself, dude. And he apparently has chosen not to burn himself, which I approve of heartily because your health is always coming first. Unfortunately, he cannot join us, but that doesn't mean we can't play. We have some lovely folks here to play with us for another game, and I will go away and be quiet so you can listen to their talented faces. The first face that is talented that you should listen to is that of Ardana. Ardana, who the absolute heck are you?
Hello, I'm Ardana or Joe or you there, though Lilith isn't here, so I guess we'll skip that bit. I am the GM and channel runner over at The Lorite, and apparently the person bringing the pain this time around.
Splendid. Yes, if you want some splendid, not necessarily D&D 5e stories, you can go and head on over to the Lorites. Karen and I often go over and avail ourselves of Ardana's splendid DMing for some Vaesen adventures. Very worthwhile checking all that out. Ardana is also regularly found here on Corsair's Cove as well. Next up, Josh, you talented bean. Who the absolute heck are you?
Hello, I'm another Josh. I'm from the Roll Together stream. We stream on Mondays and Tuesdays on Twitch, UK time, UK based, all of that sort of stuff. And I'm excited. I want to do things.
Excellent. We also should be worthy to note we have a giveaway. The wonderful folks at Troll Games have actually given us door prizes for all of the remaining games of the stream. So every game, feel free to type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win a $15 voucher at the Troll Lord Games online store. Let's just have a TLG so you can see where you're going. They sell the Castles and Crusade system. They're bloody lovely beans and extremely generous. Troll Lord Chuck will be actually DMing the next game, except he won't be DMing it. He will be castle keeping it because we're going to be having some Castles and Crusades. But that's not now. That's then. This is now. And Wabba is also now. Wabba, who the heck are you?
I am Wabba Jack Wagon, or Wabba for short. I am a UI engineer for video games, which means that I literally I program spellbooks, which is kind of surreal sometimes. I am also just in this corner of the D&D universe here, just kind of like roaming around. And I'm slowly turning my apartment into a D&D medieval tavern. So if you want to check out how that's going, Instagram, because D&D has consumed my life.
It does
If I remember right, weren't you the one who programmed all the dragon shouts in Skyrim to be Greg?
Yes, I did. Yes. I think... And I think that mod still works, that Skyrim mod. That was my first time modding, actually, too. That was basically the best possible use of my time.
Yes.
I think I've interacted with Wabba a little bit so far, but I really loved the dirty chuckle of the yeah, I did do that. And Max, who the absolute heck are you?
I'm just a random IT nerd that lurks at Ardana's little Discord and happened to stumble into this adventure today.
Splendid. Alrighty, well, guys, before we begin, we do need to talk about the wonderful people at Childhood Cancer Support. That is the charity that we are actually supporting today. International Talk Like a Pirate Day is a real thing. It's on the 19th of September, which is conveniently close to my birthday, which is in about 36 hours. So I thought, well, why not? Let's time those two things together, along with also launching a channel 3 years ago. This is the 4th international one because this is what we do. I'm talking like Josh the Pirate because that is me. And they support childhood cancer support, which is an important part of the cancer experience, but one that often doesn't get looked at because the children with the cancer, obviously incredibly sad and difficult, but being the families of those people is also challenging, particularly in Australia where over 90% of the land is rural. So a good portion of the population has to travel some distance for cancer treatment, and that is the area that they focus on, providing transportation support, housing support when they get there, and also mental health support during the child's treatment. So any penny, any donation, however large, would be gratefully received. Every $5 gets you in the draw to go and win one of our wonderful prizes. Wooten Forge Gaming Accessories have donated a Jara Dice Keeper, much but not exactly like this one. This one's mine and you can't have it. It's also got my name like laser engraved on it. You ask them nicely, they might do it for you as well. You can the other people that are sponsoring us today, obviously the Troll Lord Games. They're wonderful folks as well, giving us a pile of giveaways there. Roll with Advantage have donated 13 sets of dice, 12 this year and one from last year that my mother won and didn't want, so she gave them back because she doesn't play D&D. And even though she possesses 3 children and a husband who do, she thought the best solution for those dice was to be given back to charity. So fair enough. The fantastic Crispin Crunch has donated a whole bunch of prizes as well, including a pocket watch with tiny dice in it. Oh yes, Sync. Sync is currently on Kickstarter. Sync is a really cool project, and they have donated a t-shirt with their fantastic logo on it to the prize pool as well. It is a 5e supplement published by the Hit Point Press, and it's all about pirates and tattoos. So I thought it was kind of appropriate, and I'm going to be running their freebie one-shot that is available on their website if you sign up to their newsletter as Game 6 of this very thing that what we are doing right now. So the Humblewood crew of Hearts and Homes will get to experience the treasures of Deep Grotto, which is rather fun. All of those people have been extremely generous. We appreciate the absolute heck out of them, and all of you, because we've already gotten over 26% of our goal so far. So keep the money coming, you bloody champions, and on with more TTRPGs. Ardana, over to you.
Yes.
I'm going to go away now. Bye.
Hello, and yes. If with that beautiful introduction by Josh, I'm going to try and, follow that in some semblance of, I don't know, coherency, etc. But if we are as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get this story started. The sun is beaming down on top of a patchwork colored vessel of questionable structural integrity, sitting light in the waves. How the folding Dutchman remains floating is a mystery of the ages. Though, this story is not about her. This story is about her crew and their adventures. En route to perhaps uncovering the greatest mystery known to piratedom. As I said, the sun is beaming, the waves are calm, and the folding Dutchman lumbers along across the kind foamy waves. On top of the deck are 3 individuals. And please, Josh, introduce your character. What are they, and what's their role on this vessel?
So, my character's name is Brock Honeyoak. They are a Grove Servant, a ranger. They have so they're very deer-like in appearance. Their antlers are slightly broken and sort of worn down a bit, mainly because kept getting them caught on the different ships that he's worked on in the past, so decided to trim them down a little bit to stop that. Wearing a big green scarf and basic leather armor. No boots on because you've got to keep the hooves free. His job would probably be the sort of scout, going up to the top of the crow's nest and checking to see if there's any land or anything, and if there's any ships or anything coming, and just general looking around the ship to make sure everybody's doing okay. I reckon that's what his job is. And
right.
Every now and then, when a boat gets too close with its headlights on, he stops and looks at it. Because dear.
Yes. Max, what is your character and what's their role on the ship?
My character's name is Wainwright Puffy Pants the 27th. I'm a small gerbine of only 5 years of age. I am very, very confident in my own abilities, and I instill confidence in everybody else. And my goal is to become a captain someday, but I'm not yet there. But I am working hard to get there and help everyone else along the way.
All right. And last but not least, Webba, what's your character and what's their role on the ship?
My name is Basket, and I'm the shipwright here. I am I look a bit like a raccoon, but I'm a mapper. But I'm basically here to patch everything up and keep the ship running, and I've got this little guy with me. There's a big metal parrot, typically on their shoulder, sometimes kind of waddling next to them on the ground. His name is Trip because he can't fly, so people tend to trip on him a lot because he looks like he would flutter away from your impending feet, but he doesn't. He's a big, heavy hunk of metal, and he will break your toes. So, don't trip on Trip.
Lovely. As you are going about your business on top of this, I call it a ship, but that is very generous. It's a hodgepodge collection of various cardboard boxes in the rough approximation of a ship. And as mentioned before, it is a mystery how this thing has not just melted into the ocean. As you are happily making your way across the waters, from time to time, seeing a proper ship in the distance, Brock freezing in place for a few seconds, then you toddling along in the waters. Could everyone please give me a perception check?
First rolls of the game.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry.
So I can't see your roll, so please call them out.
I got a 12 for a 19.
Okay.
17 total.
And Max? I didn't hear that. It cut out.
4. Number 4.
All right. What was that name again? I saved it, but I didn't keep it. Why? What was your character's name again, Waba?
Basket.
Could you please put the Basket? Thank you. So Basket and Brock, both of you see this large shape coming towards you. Unfortunately, your companion does not. And where did I put the name? Max, could you please give me a dexterity save?
I am so dexterity. Let's see here. 11.
Even though you don't...
No, sorry. I'm terribly sorry. 14.
Okay.
I'm looking at the wrong place.
Yes. Even though you don't see this large shape as it comes in, you manage to detect it just in time and hop out of the way as a large origami bird lands on the deck, right where you used to stand. It flutters its wings and ruffles a little bit, and you realize that it is a origami parrot. A little bit patchy in the colors, a little bit strange, but sort of a parrot. And then as it stands up and straightens out its wings, you hear, "Oh, I'm Hi.
Trip, look, it's one of you, but paper. Go say hi. Go make friends. Come on, go. Kung. Trip doesn't talk.
The large origami parrot just tilts its head back and forth and then pecks at it. Just, come on. Or,
Hello?
oh, that's not helpful.
Hi there. Hi. Welcome to our ship. This is the folding Dutchman.
Oh,
Are you
Sorry,
hungry?
Trip is shy.
Yeah.
Are you here for friends? Yeah. Do food? What do you?
oh no, I was lost. But since you helped me not turn into a pile of goo at the bottom of the ocean, I have a riddle for you. If you solve it, I have a treasure for you.
Of course, go on. We'd love a good riddle.
We know some things.
Okay. Well, now let's see if I can remember it. Captain MacGuffin was very precise. You hear me 1,000 times and will hear me 1,000 more. Finding me is an easy task. Losing me is a bloody chore. Oh, I was also said that the clue is it's a song, but not really. Not really a song, but it's a song, sort of.
This is a very confusing parrot. I think I prefer Trip's quiet.
I feel like the answer is song.
Finding a tune, losing the beat, finding the beat.
And then losing the beat again is bloody hard.
Earworm.
Right. And
Yay!
Please give me a Constitution save.
For winning? Wait, from all of us?
No, just from Wainwright.
Oh no.
How do I do that? Sorry.
Your
It's just
Constitution. It should say on your sheet.
There should be a saving throws section.
Yeah. Sorry, I see it.
Yeah, you just click on the wording it. No, it's the numbers if you
20.
use the
Wow.
you feel something uncomfortable in your ear, and it plops down onto the deck. Doesn't really do anything else, it's just very uncomfortable. And it starts wriggling around, and you realize it is about 4 inches long, bright green worm.
Oh my, was that in my ear? Yeah, I'm glad I got that out.
Wow,
So
that
it's
must
like
have
a
been really
parasitic
bugging you.
detector. Oh.
I'm sorry,
You're gonna
I
have to
didn't catch
repeat that. I'm so sorry for talking over you because it was so good.
It's fine. I just thought it might have been bugging Wainwright, that's all.
That's a good one. As you're talking about this thing, a soft murmur starts coming from this bright green worm, and it starts increasing in volume. more and more and more, and eventually you start catching on that it's talking. And then it starts, like there's a melody to talking, but there's so many different voices all at once. And you see the origami parrot hop up into the air and flutter a little bit away from it and just batting with a paper foot towards it, like, ah! Bad worm, bad.
It sounds like it's trying to worm its way into our heads. And then I stamp on it with my hoof.
All right. Please throw me an attack.
Oh. Would you like me to use strength? It'll be unarmed, wouldn't it? So it'd be strength. Oh,
Yep.
Okay. Oh no, that's a 5.
As you as you stamp down, something seems to shift in the cardboard deck, and it rolls away from your hoof, and the sound becomes even louder.
Oh.
And good, everyone, please roll me a initiative.
Oh
As
no, we're fighting a worm.
I gotta find more worm puns.
Where's my d20? There it is.
6.
11.
10. My base dice are starting to betray me.
Rock and earworm. Okay. As it rolls away from you, Brock, the noise gets louder and louder, and then you feel something at your hoof. And 10 to hit.
Does not hit me.
You feel like a nibbling at your hoof, and then something feels like it's trying to burrow into your mind, and you start hearing a song in your head, but it vanishes before it can get a grip. And it's your turn.
Something just took a bite out of me, and I'm just going to stamp my foot down again to try and hit whatever was biting at my hoof.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a 6. Should really use one of my weapons.
Once again, it rolls away, and you get the sensation that maybe stomping around on a cardboard ship is not the greatest idea when fighting a worm.
I do have a second attack.
Yep, go
'cause
for it.
Level 5. I might. I don't want to slash at it with a sword because again, cardboard boat. So I might. Oh, I know what I could do. I might try and cast Detect Magic to see if how. Can it tell me how many things are around?
No, you already rolled an attack, so no spell casting.
Oh yes, no, I can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. So yeah, I think I'll just draw my short sword and slash out, try and stab down where
Okay.
it is, because that's better. Hey, there we go. It's 24 to hit.
That definitely hits, yes.
Yay! Oh, I need to get a d6. There we go. I've got loads of them. That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage, piercing damage.
Nice. As you stab down and hit it, it stabs right through it, and as you pull away, you see that it has started bleeding profusely, and you can easily surmise that it has the bloodied condition, meaning that it is at half hit points or less.
I'll just show it to everybody else. It's bloodied, and then flick it off the blade.
Nice. Okay. Basket. Or no, wait. You have a bonus action and movement left.
I do. I think I will move, so I'm probably more center of the ship, just in case something tries to knock me off. And
Okay.
then, bonus action wise, I don't have anything, so I will just pass there.
Okay. Basket.
Good job, Brock. You're good, great. The blood is good. Okay, so, I think as the action, so Basket's got their 2 hammers they're usually using to work with, but for sometimes you just gotta frickin' smash some bugs, you know? As an engineer, I'm very familiar with this. So I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
So Basket's gonna pick up their main hammer and just, we'll see how this goes. Make a melee attack, so we'll see.
As you do that, Brock will just go, Basket, stop! Hammer time! And then we'll move to the middle of the ship.
Yeah! Finger guns! Okay. Let's see. 14 plus... okay, for a Booming Blade, I use the melee attack roll that it would be for the weapon by itself, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So that would be a +8.
So it's your melee
22.
attack hit. Yeah.
22 to hit. Will that hit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it
okay. Okay, so that will do the normal effects. So that will be damage 1d4 plus 5. Nope. Nice. Okay. So that'll be a 9 total damage, and then they will also be sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn. So if they move at all, they'll take more damage. So there's kind of like a wibbly, like, hammer vibration now surrounding the worm, in addition to having suffered 9 damage of hammer.
Well, considering that it was at half hit points when the previous did 7, how do you want to do it?
So, basically how it goes is, I think the hammer time comment really just amped up Basket to the point that they were just like, oh, I was gonna be soft about this, but we're gonna make it splat. And just way more power behind the hammer than was necessary. Both hands, and just...
And in the thunderous energy that erupts from this, you just hear it, do 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 do, and it's done.
Can't touch this.
There we go. Also, as you stand up and look at the fleck of something that used to be an earworm on the ground, could everyone on the ship, including the bird, make me a con save as fireworks starts erupting all around.
Oh no,
And you
it's
realize-
irresistible.
19.
I didn't
Nice.
think this could get worms.
And from the different points where the thunder's energy blasted out, fireworks starts going off from the ship itself, exploding in colors.
All of my bad puns have come to bite me in the rear. I rolled a natural 1 for a 4.
So, Brock, you take a firework to the face. You don't take any damage, but you're blind for a minute.
It's bright light, so I just stop and look at it.
Yeah.
Those cursed deer eyes.
Basket, how did you do?
Basket got a 16. Trip got an 8.
Trip just did that. Also taking a firework to the face, and is
Trip was
blinded for a
looking real
minute.
close, and it's just, it's got big goggly kind of eyes, and just it takes in all of the light. I did not program it well for this.
And with that, the origami parrot looks at you, looks at the splatter that used to be a earworm, looks at you, and just, oh, good job. Well, I guess rewards go to the winners, and then starts unfolding, and folds out into a map on the deck. It's a big map because origami parrot. And it is a chart of areas that you've mostly sailed the past couple of years, but just at the edge of one corner is an island that doesn't exist on your regular charts. An island that you have just heard of in myths and legends, drunken stories at taverns in probably less than savory neighborhoods. It's the legendary island of Whimsy Cove, where a great treasure is said to have been buried. No one has ever found it ever since Captain Plonk MacGuffin was said to have sailed there and vanished. I think I broke the map.
I wasn't ready for the name.
I get the feeling that we might have to find it. I can't see anything though, so I can't guide us.
So Brock, there's the origami parrot, which is really cool, by the way. That I'm gonna have to study how the frick to make one of those. Unfolded, it's like a map, and it's mostly places we've sailed past, except for this one island, which we all happen to know was only sailed to by Plump MacGuffin, who sailed there and vanished.
I think that's where the term
Whimsical.
MacGuffin came from.
Yeah, the term we use for captains who sail to places and vanish.
Yeah. When a mishap happens, it's called a MacGuffin. That's why.
I don't know if we want to become MacGuffins, but it sounds like that might be our destiny. What do you think, Wayne? Right, Puffy Pants?
27th. I think you're right. We need to find MacGuffin's secret island.
That's not so secret because it's on this map.
Yeah, but it was a parrot, to be fair. Oh yeah, it's still secret to you.
Yeah, secret to me, but not to everybody else.
Don't worry, we'll show it to you.
In about a minute, if we had to guess. Yeah, I think we should go, you guys. If our destiny is to become MacGuffins, well, I suppose that's how the parrot squawked.
Okay, let's go to the, what did you call it? The Whimsical Island?
Whimsicove.
Oh, Whimsicove, right. You can see where I got confused.
Yes. There's a cove on the island, I would assume. No one's been there in a long time, so we're not sure.
Or ever, apparently, other than one person who got lost.
I don't actually know how we know there's a cove there, but I guess, I don't know, maybe MacGuffin sent word.
This throws all reasons into being a pirate into question. Anyway,
Well, we're
are we
pirates
there
for
yet?
the adventure, lads. Let's just go on this and find the cove and find the treasure and maybe MacGuffin, if he ever existed. I think so.
Maybe he had a cool boat and it would probably still be there. So, I'm up for that.
That sounds good. And if I'm still blind during the minute that we start sailing, every 2 seconds I ask, are we there yet? Because I can't see anything.
Well, the blindness only lasts for a minute, so I guess that you would ask for like the first 20 seconds of the journey, if you're there yet, and then you realize that no, you have barely started.
Oh. Well, at least I can see now.
Who's
That's a
our
good thing.
driver, by the way? I hope it's not Brock. Driver,
definitely
what do you
not
call
me.
it on a ship?
A captain.
But the one that does the steery
Is it a
bit.
helmsman?
Helmsman.
Helmsman.
I might be getting
Yes.
my boats mixed up with my Starfleet ships.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Sulu.
Steerman, maybe? I don't know.
Wainwright
I don't know ship
is pushing forward to be the helmsman and sets the course towards the upper right corner of the map.
Okay.
Not sure if that's the right direction, but he's enthusiastic about the Enterprise.
Just as an aside, I can never hear the word bosun without thinking bosun's call from the Magnus archives. That is a completely different story. We are not playing that right now. Okay, you set sail towards the island. The origami parrot folds itself back up into a parrot again, and takes a seat on the not the outside railing, but the one that prevents the bosun from tipping over onto the deck when being up by the wheel, and keeps happily squawking along. And so this part of the adventure is a skill challenge. It was originally designed for 5 of you, so 2 of you will have to roll twice. Skill challenge. This is, I think I took this from 3rd or 3.5 edition. I love this kind of concept. So each of you will roll a skill check for something that you would do to steer this ship right or get where you are going. You can pick one skill, and that is the skill you can use. You cannot roll the same skill twice. And you can help each other with the help action to get advantage, but you cannot roll like the same skill as someone else is doing. So you get to choose which ones of you get to roll twice, etc. So we're gonna start with... Who do we start with? We're gonna start with Brock. What skill would you use?
I think it would be a good idea for Brock to use perception to try and guide the ship to make sure that we don't crash into anything and that we are actually going in the right direction that the map told us to go in. There's been a couple of times where we've tried to sail and I've had to help out because we ended up going backwards. Not just the ship, but the actual ship was going backwards as well somehow.
Yep.
Always going forwards
Absolutely.
and never going back. But,
Yep.
Yes, so perception,
Okay.
please.
Yes. Roll a perception. So the setup is you need 5 successes before 3 failures.
Well, I rolled an 18 for a 25.
Yep.
On perception.
with that perception check, you see a storm in the distance start gathering traction, managing to steer past all kinds of dangers in the waters on your way there. However, you do hit the storm to the side of it, not straight through it. It is getting, like, you are getting pelted with water, but not as bad as you would have if you had sailed through it. Wainwright.
Wainwright is going to raise the front sail, and he scurries up the mast to I don't know the word for it, but raise the sail basically. And I'm guessing that's going to be an acrobatics or athletics check.
Yes, pick one of them, and that's the one you can roll.
This is going great for Wainwright. He's scoring a 4. And that's with modifiers.
Ouch. Yes, you do have inspiration, so you can reroll it if you want to.
No, it's funnier this way.
I mean, that's fair. As you're scurrying up the mast, the weather is making it slippery, and you lose your footing as something big shoves the ship to the side and rattles it. So as you lose your grip and slide down a good portion of the rope to get up. From your vantage point, however, you do see large worm-like tendrils in the waters and a huge purple carapace that has knocked the ship.
Oh my! I think we that is that Kraken? Are we being cracked?
Well, I'm cracking. Weber.
Something's cracking me up.
On that note, a basket is going to do an investigation check of just like, doing the rounds around the whole ship, checking all the cardboard boxes, all the cardboard to make sure, do they need more duct tape? Do they need more bubble gum? Do they need a hammer hit to, knock off some weird thing?
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, no, no. In the box. Okay. And 17.
With the 17, you do find a few boxes that have been shuffled around a little bit from the hit by this large monster that you really do believe is the Gummy Kraken. And has hit the ship pretty decently, but you managed to patch it up. In the back, you see large tendrils starting to try and grasp the ship. You now had 2 successes to 1 fail. You need 3 more. So, who would you like to roll the next one?
A quick question.
Yes.
For my Steel Defender, for Trip, it mentions that there's a couple of skills that are PB plus something. Is PB my skill, or is that?
It's your proficiency bonus.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yep. So, who would like to do the next check?
If we do a skill check, are we still able to give the help action to other people, or is it you give up your roll to give a help action?
No. You're not in turn-based, so you can give the help action to someone else. even if you do a skill check or skill roll yourself.
Awesome. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try an animal handling check on the gummy
Okay.
kraken to get it to leave us alone.
Yep, go
I'm gonna
for
try
it.
and tease it away with some sour gummies, throw them over the ship.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have Trip help you.
Yes.
In case any of the gummies aren't going quite the right way, Trip will kind of catch them and just bleh, fling them as well.
Amazing. All right,
Yep.
I shall roll that. That is, I rolled a 7 and a 10, so that's a 14.
Some of the gummies plonk off the carapace of this thing, but enough of them are caught and devoured by this creature that it is starting to relax back into the waters. Let's see. That is 3. You need 2 more successes before 2 more failures at this point. Let's
Can't get
do
close.
Blabba.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any way I could make a history check about the worm. Maybe if I've heard stories of people like, other ship encounters with the worm. Having read a lot of books about people I've read the logs of other shipwrights in the past, and if any of them have ever been like, yeah, today we ran into the gummy worm and this is how we had to deal with it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. Trust. Okay. That's good. Dirty 20.
Nice. You do realize that the gummy kraken is a grumpy fellow. Normally, like what you've heard from other sailors is that if you hurry out of its territory, it usually leaves the ships alone. It's when you stop and try to fight it that it starts to trying to break you apart.
Oh. Guys, we should leave. We should just go. He just wants us to go. He's just a grumpy little guy. We just gotta go.
Okay, let's go. Hang on, wait, I can't actually go any. It's the ship that needs to move.
However, we make the ship go more.
Yeah.
Wainwright, quick! You make the ship go more.
Wainwright scurries up the main sail to release the mainsail. Doing other
I would like
athletics
to
check.
I would like to give advantage with that by pulling out Basket's second greatest invention, the first being Trip. The second, for this ship in particular, is a hairdryer to dry parts of the ship when it's wet. So I'm trying to help Wainwright by drying the bits that he's jumping on.
Absolutely. I will allow an athletics or sleight of hand. Because you already did an acrobatics.
All right, well, in that case, sleight of hand it is. With modifier, 20.
Nice. The sails fall down, opening up in all their majestic. For some reason, you actually chose canvas for this. No idea why. With everything else being made out of cardboard. But the sails are dropped. You manage to angle the sails perfectly, and you fly out of reach of the gummy kraken. And it looks over at you, coming out of the waters, blinking 2 eyes on stalks, and then just waving as you leave. The storm is still pelting you. However, I do believe that was your 5th success, if I'm counting right. And I lost my train of thought. Where are my notes? Hello. There they are. There we go. You manage to get out of the Kraken's grasps. The rain is falling down on you hard, and it is in a little bit of a danger, you realize, because hard rains and cardboard ship do not really mix. All around you, the storm is picking up, except to one side. Because with your first perception check, you did find a way to skirt the storm and still go the direction you wanted. And in that direction, almost as if led by some higher power, there is light. Although faint, as if daylight is fading as you're heading east. The night is upon you, and like to your, I don't know, boat terminology, left of the boat. The storm is raging. To the right of the boat, there's light, and straight ahead of you, there is some light still, because sun is setting behind you. Thank you. To the port side. No, that's not port. It's Sherry. I've listened to that song way too many times. Thank you, Turbo. What would you like to do as evening sets?
Pull out of the storm if possible, while keeping true to our location, to our
Okay.
destination.
Absolutely. Let me see. You
The
can.
hairdryer's pulling overtime.
Yes.
It would have been easier just to pull the umbrella out, but you know.
Takes you. Yeah, everyone please make me a perception check as the sun sets behind you and hooded lanterns come to light all around you. You do manage to skirt around the storm, and eventually the rain stops.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 27. On
Nice.
perception.
Well,
Basket got a 15, and Trip got a 24. Not that he can communicate that.
The origami parrot hops down towards Trip and looks at it a little bit and just, quack. You're a little bit blank. Bye bye. Hops on over to Wainwright and you're almost as Clank, but you can speak.
awfully
And-
cocky for a parrot, aren't you?
Not really a parrot. I'm a map.
Call it more of a cocky teal.
Okay, you get an inspiration.
What he
for
said.
that one, because that hurts.
That was
I'm
that was
trying to
Trip's
not
first
pun.
words. It had speakers this whole time. It should never use them.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard not to promote this because of the nature of this Okay. As you, sorry, Wainwright, I missed what your perception check was. 14, I think.
Well,
12, thank you. The night is surprisingly quiet after the storm, and you see bits and pieces of the folding Dutchman has vanished, melted off in the pelting rain. I mean, that's fair. In the waters, you see various brightly colored fish start illuminating as you're moving along, and they seem to be following the ship or swimming alongside of it. Brock, you see on the horizon, way, way, way far away, fires. You're not entirely sure if it's a residual impact of taking a firework to the face or if there's actual fires in the distance. But they don't seem to be exploding. So probably some island far off. You also see a bunch of large ships, sails folded, anchored along smaller islands. Basket. Some point during the night, you hear the origami parrot humming a soft melody. Not really one you've heard before, but it's kind of catchy, kind of nice. Like, you could probably do something with it at some point in time.
I'll have Trip store it in his little memory bank to just kind of whistle it at random.
Yep. It's pretty simple melody. Just a few chords, but kind of catchy. Other than that, the night passes relatively uneventful. As the sun starts rising on the horizon, you hear a groaning from your ship as a couple of the cardboard boxes fall off and disintegrate into the waters. But no real structural damage. And Brock, in the distance, those fires you saw during the night, there's now smoke on the horizon, and that island seems to be coming closer and closer.
Land hoy! Although I thought to begin with that it was the fireworks that might have been causing me to see things, but yep, no, there's definitely land over there with ships and smoke and all of that stuff over there, over that way.
Oh. Maybe that's where we're going.
It must be.
Maybe Captain McGuff or Plump McGuffin? Captain Plump McGuffin has just been setting fires all this time. Renowned arson, and we didn't even know.
Yeah. Could have a small settlement there or something. Maybe a fleet. The MacGuffin fleet. That's an unfortunate name.
Makes more sense.
Wait, what are you doing other than cracking up?
I'm jumping up and down out of pure excitement over seeing landfall.
Okay. Where are my notes? There. Okay. Doesn't take long at all for you to realize that, hey, that is probably the place where you are going. The islands around you start fading a little bit. And almost like they are turning into illusions. A wall of some sort. Maybe sea foam, maybe. But it, like, the air feels correct. And when you're looking closer, the islands, like the small dotted islands all around you, look like they could be bad if you were to sail into them. Eventually, they've seemed to vanish unless you're looking directly at them. And waves take over. The origami parrot gets more and more excited as it jumps around on the deck.
Oh no.
I think you froze for a second there.
No. Hello. We're back.
Oh, you see now. We heard you say
you're good,
jump
you're good.
around on the
I see you
deck,
now.
and then you froze.
Okay. It jumps around on the deck in excitement and then lands on Trip and has taken on perching on Trip.
Oh, thank goodness
Um,
they're getting along.
This parrot, this origami parrot is quite small, isn't it? Like a normal sized parrot. Because for some reason
Yeah.
in my head, I had it in my head that it was massive. I don't know why.
I mean,
Same.
no, it's like this size when folded.
Okay.
So,
about the same size as Trip.
yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even think about it. Paper beats rock, so this is the superior parrot.
I mean, yes.
I gotta look into that. This has been stressing Basket out the entire time, just thinking about that in the like logistics. It's like, I'm gonna have to make a paper parrot. This one wins every time.
Well, the answer to that is to make a third one that's got scissors for wings.
Or, you know, you can give Trip a dagger in each talon.
Yeah.
Chink, chink.
Parrot scissor hands.
That's what we need to do with any treasure we
Scissorhands.
find.
Yeah. Trip scissor
Buy
wings.
daggers.
Trip scissor wings. That'll be the upgrade.
We do not condone putting daggers on robotic anything ever,
That's fair.
unless you're in a controlled environment. God?
What was gone?
I realized actually audience couldn't hear that. I said, or letting parrots scissor.
This makes me so glad that I like invited coworkers who are actively working right now as part of their workday to come and like tune into the stream. Good time.
Hi! I mean, last year I ran an anime beach episode, so you know.
This could still become
Where they-
that.
I mean, true, although last year they rolled one attack roll against the sandbank. They convinced my bad guy to drown himself.
That's dark. Wow. Props.
I had
So what you're saying is
I
the
had a
bar has
goose
been
hydra.
set.
Yes, I had a goose hydra, and they convinced each of the heads that it could hold their breath longest.
That's so sad.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Anyway, That was last year. Go check out Corsair's Cove on YouTube to see that one. But yes, through shenanigans, through possible illusions, and through weird mirages, eventually you spot an island where it possibly should be on the map, maybe? It's a bit hard to tell because you've been past this part of the ocean a dozen times before and there was no island here that time. And there's several things you could consider. One, how you didn't get marooned on a random bit of land passing through here in the past. How they managed to hide a whole ass island from view. And possibly most of all, how the hell you managed to find it this time. Either any one of those could be the potential conundrum of the day, if it wasn't for the fact that... who would... Basket. Please give me a perception or investigation check.
How far away is what I am investigating?
You're standing on it.
Okay, so I'm going to Basket's gonna put on their oh gosh, I can't see. Goggles of minute seeing to make sure they do very well. Oh frick, I don't know where my dice are now. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay. And get an advantage on this investigation. Uh-oh. 14. Okay, these are kaleidoscopes, so I am like almost immediately nauseous putting these on. It's great.
How about not?
Okay, it's fine. 2+. 3, 20, 24.
I just
As
imagine
you're-
that's what Basket's doing the entire time anyway. It's like, huh?
Correct. Oh, this looks really... What? Oh, yes.
As you're looking around and you're checking out a sound you just heard, something doesn't feel right with the ship. And as you're looking around, you realize that more of the boxes are falling off. And with a 24, an idea pops into your head that perhaps the ship has realized that it's made out of cardboard and you're in the ocean. And it has started falling apart.
Hey guys, I've got some really awkward news. You know how I'm your ship, right? And I'm here to keep the ship together. Well, you may or may not have noticed that I built it out of cardboard, and it's amazing that we've gotten this far. You're not supposed to do that, but I've been running out of money. And this was all I could afford, and it turns out we're losing most of the cardboard, and we probably won't last very much longer. So if you could just pack up your things now, quickly, we can still meet my guarantee of no one drowning on a ship of mine. Up to this point, since I instated this entire guarantee about 4 months ago.
I didn't realise cardboard didn't float. Okay.
It shouldn't. It's amazing that it has. I'm very good at my job. I'm just not very financially cognizant.
Right, okay. I'm just going to grab all my stuff. Should we sparrow it? And by sparrow it, I mean climb to the top of the mast and just wait for the ship to sink?
Yeah, that'll make for a much more dramatic exit. That'll look very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can all fit on it at once, but it's gonna look great.
I
Do we
mean,
have any
you're
of
a
those-
deer, a raccoon, and a mouse.
Are we the
Love it.
heights of them?
Sort
I know, I'm
of.
about 4'8", which is tall for a raccoon. I don't know about the deer. I assume the mice are quite small.
I can't hold both of you on my antlers, sorry, unfortunately. If I hadn't cut them off, you might have been able to have sat on them, but Sorry.
2 feet tall.
Oh, you can sit on them
Big
if you want,
mouth.
Wayne. Right? You can just don't steer me like a vehicle, please.
Okay, so
Awfully
Don't-
nice of you to
it's
offer, Brock. I'd love to.
so it's Brock and
Thanks.
Basket on either side of the top sail, and then Wainwright's just on the shoulders of Brock. This is elegant. Oh, and then
Yes.
you trip on the shoulder of Basket. Yes, this is good.
Yeah.
We're back.
And
It's
then
a-
you have, you hear a squawk from the deck as the origami parrot takes flight towards the island. And Wainwright, you hear they didn't even ask my name, what? As it flies off towards the island. Below you, the ship starts falling apart slowly, gently lowering you further and further into the ocean. As Yep.
Wainwright yells back after the parrot, "You didn't even ask ours!"
Gawk?
He's got a point. Respect goes both ways.
While we're sitting on the top, I just go, now that we're up here, did we have an escape raft?
How far is
And
the
was that
island?
also-
It's not very far. It's about, say, 50 feet away at this point.
Can you both swim?
Good question. I don't think so. I'm just gonna nestle myself to Brock's horns and yeah, that feels safe for me.
I'd
That's
say
very
as
fair.
long as you're not in heavy armor,
I don't think I
you
am,
can
but
make a brave attempt out of it.
I can. I think I can deary paddle.
Oh dear.
I think.
Quickly think with my artificer infuse something that will be good for floating, and I don't think so.
I'm sure you can swim very, very well, Brock. I believe in you. You've got this. You've got this so hard. And Wabba, I mean Brock, Basket. Sorry,
It's all the beans.
Basket. I am sure one of your ingenious inventions, be they as may, built out of cardboard, will save the day. I absolutely believe in you. You've got this.
got an idea.
Actually, yeah, one of I think a Basket is going to like just throw away the fake rope of climbing that they had, and it's just going to flutter into like sprinkles and just kind of magic up a cap of water breathing.
Yeah.
Because they
Nice.
realized also if they're trying to swim with Trip at the same time, this is not going to go well. So they just put on, it's basically like a baseball cap
Yeah.
that just happens to put a bit of bucket of air. It kind of looks like one of those like a construction hat almost.
Mhm.
And that's what they'll take
Yeah.
Trip with. It's like, don't worry guys, as long as you can swim, or I'll get you from the water after I put Trip down. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
I'll get into the water, and Wainwright, would you still be on my shoulders?
Yes.
I'll try and float like a board. I'll pull the pull the hairdryer out. I'll flick settings to blow out. Stick that in the water and then turn it on so it blows us forward.
Disclaimer: we do not advocate for putting hair dryers that are running in water that you are currently in. This is a cartoon setting. This
Yes.
works.
We're pirates. Everything, most of what I invent, mostly sometimes, is waterproof.
Other than the boat, but it's fine.
Budget cuts are rough, man. The economy. Ooh.
All the money
Especially
went
as
into
a
the
pirate.
hairdryer.
And because I love the idea of a deer with a hairdryer as an like, motor carrying a large mouse in armor, while a raccoon is walking on the bottom of the ocean. Not very deep at this point, because you're only like 20... At this point, you'd be like 20 feet from the shore. But I love this idea. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it if this works. This just works. And Brock, you hit land almost at the same time as Basket comes walking out of the ocean. It's a gentle thump as a wave carries you up onto the beach. And you find yourselves on a warm, sandy beach, white and glistening in the early morning sun. All around you, you can hear birds and insects. You can hear the breeze from the ocean, and you can hear singing in the distance. Not very clear, but definitely singing. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna... The remains of the folding Dutchman is poking out of the ocean, maybe 20 feet from the shore.
Basket is going to very briefly think about the amount of pollution she's contributed to the ocean. But you know, sometimes sacrifices have to be made in the spirit of exploration.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Some fish will probably eat it up. Fish works like regular worms, right?
And cardboard. Yeah. I'll be fine. But do you guys hear all of that, like the singing way out there?
It doesn't sound like the worm before, does it at all? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna have Trip loudly squawk back the little tune that they got from the origami bird, because it's all they know.
Okay. Give me a performance check. Kitty.
Oh yeah. This is Link. She says hi because she's a little brat and she thinks she gets wet food early and she doesn't.
Aw, just like mine.
Classic cats. They're starving at all times.
Yes. Mine is sleeping right now.
18.
Nice. The melody rings out loud and clear, and far off in the distance, you hear a horde of voices just calling a hey, and then a song that sounds very similar to it. Can't make out the words, but the melody is definitely there.
Oh, I think these people are singing back the same song. I didn't actually expect this to work at all, but I think it might be. Are there of you good at voices? Maybe if like they hear a real organic voice singing it back, maybe that'll be good. I don't sing much. I've inhaled a lot of sawdust over the years.
Wainwright can do a try to sing it back.
Okay, give me a performance check.
22.
Even though you haven't really heard the song that much, it's a perfect rendition of the melody that the origami bird had been singing to you earlier. And once again, you hear a loud cheer off in the distance, and the voices get louder. Still can't hear any words per se, but someone is definitely happy about this whole deal. So,
You all
as
hear a
you're
lot of flies. Yuck. Islands, you know? Ugh.
as to
Yeah,
say
there's lots
that
of
you
them.
see a gigantic dragonfly just past.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's easily like 3 times Brock's size.
I
Quite
wonder,
big.
can I fly on one of those? Do you think they're I could capture one and maybe train it to be my steed?
I could try. I could try and coerce it for you if you'd like.
Yeah, great idea.
Okay. Excuse
Here,
me.
take some of my rope. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me, Mr. Dragonfly. And I'm going to cast. I don't know if it's going to work on an insect, but I'm going to cast Speak with Animals to talk to it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it works. And it's like,
Hi. How are you doing today? We've just arrived at this island, and we would like somebody to if you are amenable to it, we would like somebody to help guide us around so that we don't get lost. My friend over there, my small friend, would like to ride you if that's okay.
Amanawa.
You're a what?
Amana what now?
Oh, okay. Just going to move over and try and tie the rope round. That's all right. Yeah, thank you very much for helping us out. My friend just wants to have a little ride, and if you could take us to where all the singing is as well, that'd be really nice. Do you know much about this place?
Please give me either a animal handling or persuasion check.
Definitely going to go animal handling because for some reason I thought it was a good idea to take proficiency in that.
It's been helpful so far.
No. I'm going to have to use the inspiration that I got because that was a 3. Nope, drop that dice. And nope, that was a natural 1. So I rolled a 7 in total.
As you're tying the rope around the giant dragonfly, it swings around and just. What
Hi.
you doing?
I was hoping you could help us. Please?
Not with rope.
Okay, I'll put the rope away. Put the rope away. Can you help us?
Help with what?
We'd like to go to where the singing is. Can you hear the singing?
Yes.
I think that's where we want to go. Is that where we want to go? Yeah, that's where we want to go, if that's all right, please.
Please give me a persuasion check.
I shall certainly try. Oh no. Need to throw my dice away. That's another natural 1 for a 2.
It's time for the dice jail for those, man.
Yep.
You see the sunlight reflecting in its faceted eyes as it just starts flying away. Just,
Please, can you help?
I forgot about that.
The amount of times they just have to stop and wait for Brock for random sources of light is just the best.
Meanwhile, the dragonfly is now starting to move away again.
As the light shines off, I carry on my conversation before realizing that the dragonfly is gone. Oh, sorry, it left.
It was a
That
good
was a really
try
good
anyway.
try.
I'm sorry.
It's stereo.
We might have to just try and find our own way.
Wainwright, still sitting on Brock's shoulders, pats his head.
Thank you.
I'm actually going to give you an inspiration point for that, Brock. Because I completely forgot about that bit.
Thank you.
Okay. The singing, you can hear it rather clearly from a bit far off into the thick shrubbery and vegetation. As you look around where you're standing, you can see that there are more of the giant dragonflies, but also giant birds and it doesn't take that much for you to realize that possibly all the insects and fauna on this island might be of the larger variety. And for you all, since you're all sentient animals, basically, suddenly you realize that, hey, giant birds, they might be also sentient birds, might be bird folk. I mean, all of you are humble folk, so you would know bird folk. These might be bird folk.
I guess at some point here we just start yelling at them. Or at least Basket does. I don't know if everybody's quite yelling, but hey! Hey! Wow! Friends! Do you want to be friends? And just knowing that she's fluent in what they would speak if they can speak this, but at the same time speaking in a stuttered way in case they don't understand anyway. Friends, you friends? Big friends? Hey, us down here! Friends?
I get confused for a moment and go, yes, I'm your friend. Oh, you're talking to the people. Oh, okay, yep. Sorry.
Another head pat for Bro.
Thank you.
I realize after yelling for some time that even though like these look like majestic bird folk, they don't seem to register you at all. It's something almost like, what's your passive perception?
Who's Baskets?
Yes.
13.
Something holds their attention more than your yelling.
Ha! There must be something shiny in the distance or something. They're distracted. That's okay. We can be friends later. They can be distracted. We all get that way sometimes with something shiny.
Really? I've never had that experience whatsoever.
Really, Brock? Are you sure? We'll have a talk later. I think there might be something about yourself you may want to learn.
I mean, speaking of shiny things, of course, as Kova have been posting a lot in chat of why we're actually here, which is to raise money for what was it? Children's Cancer Relief Research? Why can't I remember what it was? Come on, brain. Nope. Childhood Cancer Support. That's the one. I have too many different charities in my brain. But today we're raising money for childhood cancer support. And last time I checked, we were over a quarter of the way there. If you donate 5 Australian dollar dues or more, you can be in the drawing for amazing prizes that have been donated by some absolutely gorgeous people. Which is the shinies I was talking about. Do check that out. If you type in !donate, you can find a link to all of that fun stuff. And apparently we also got a distracted. Someone got distracted. Character got distracted by lights. Yes.
He would never.
Okay, you are standing on. No, never. You are standing on the beach. In front of you is the tree line of a large forest of palm trees and thick vegetation. The potential birdfolk that you have seen in the sky are distracted by something that can not even Basket's yelling can distract them away from. What would you like to do at this point?
I think we should follow the people who are singing and stuff, because they seem to like us singing back, and I would feel bad if we just kind of, like, if they were like, wow, there's singing people over there, and they're like, well, I guess we'll never meet them. That'd be awkward. We should probably meet them.
I agree. What direction were they in again?
That one.
That one. Okay. We go in that direction.
Yes.
Basket's gonna doubt herself really quick and pick up Trip and be like, all right, go Trip again. Do the loud sing.
Yep, give me a performance check.
Oh, I hope it's better than that. 13.
You hear a little bit of a grumpy, like, meh, fine. And then the singing starts again. You realize that it is coming from slightly south, like southeast of where you're at. So straight ahead is what looks like a large mountain. To the west, like northwest. No, not northwest. North, because just left. To the north of you is just what seems like more jungle, and then to the south of you, southeast of you, is where the singing is coming from.
Yeah, we should go southeast. There's singing and a mountain. Both are good.
Okay. Okay, let's go that way.
Although you're
Yes.
the bosun, helmsman, steerman person. Wainwright. So, you know, you steer us. Get it, steer like a. Oh, that's cows. Sorry, that's not deer. That's.
You can deer us. No, that doesn't work
You
either.
can steer, sedeer us.
Sedeer us.
Yeah. Lead. Do you agree with our direction, our heading?
Max?
Yes, I agree with the heading we're going. Full steam ahead. I mean, walking power.
Full deer ahead.
Yes, full steer ahead.
Okay, you walk into the jungle and it is somewhat difficult moving. The undergrowth is pretty thick. The trees are standing close together. And the insects are fluttering past. At one point, you see a beetle that you could probably use as a mount at some point if you wanted to. It is absolutely enormous. For humans, it's basically the size of a rhino.
Oh, that's big. I don't want to talk to that one.
I think maybe
But-
we just let that one go.
Yeah.
But the music is getting louder, the singing, and eventually you stumble into what looks like a giant party. You guys, our viewers can't see it, but our illustrious tech person is
The
was
flies are
flaming
really
around.
getting to us, man. They're just crazy.
Yes.
They're so big and so plentiful around here. Everyone's a little. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When the voice in the sky told us that there were bugs flying around, I thought they were tiny, not massive.
At
Now-
least they're not butterflies.
Actually, there is an enormous moth in the room with me right now that's both fluttering around my head. Amusingly, however, it is silent.
That is pretty funny. Okay, so you stumble in on this giant party happening. And of course, the music just decided to not. Instead, no, that's not it. Anyway, you hear drums. You hear a broken, well, sort of broken accordion. You hear trumpet music, and you hear what you could generously call singing, but it's not words. And you quickly realize that there are no words because the people making the sounds are skeletons. A distinct lack of ways to actually formulate words. But they seem to be having a great time.
Can you really call this a party? There's nobody here.
Why? Yes.
I mean, I guess that's all we could do is exercise our funny bones.
As looking up, you also realize that this is what is keeping the attention of the large parrot bird folk. Some of them are sitting in the trees trying to observe what is happening, and a couple are flying overhead. You do see a green and a blue. What are they called in English? Macaws? I think those really big parrots.
Can I say yes?
Yellow and blue, or red and green?
Let's say red and green.
That'd be macaw then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
so-
Norwegian blue.
Yeah, but they tend to, get. I mean, it would
Pining
fit
for
the theme.
fjords.
Yes, pining for the
It would-
fjord.
It would really fit the theme if there was a Norwegian blue in there as well. But no, not here.
Oh, so they kind of look
Uh,
like Trip. Look, Trip, that's what I kind of roughly painted you based off of. Look, those are your brothers in blood.
Wait, you painted Trip in blood, or
Anyway, we should go check out this party.
there's nobody there? It's just,
I mean,
it's
it
just
is a
bunch
little
of dead
dead,
people.
but I think we
Yeah.
could bring some life to it.
Oh, we could do. We can certainly try.
This is your
Walk in
chance,
and-
Brock. Be the life of the party.
Right. Walk in. Hi.
Yeah, Wainwright. Yeah, you're still on Brock's shoulder, by the way.
This is my
We're
friend.
both now the life of the party.
Wainwright does all the talking usually, so I'm going to introduce you to Wainwright.
Max. Wainwright.
Hey! Sorry, I'm being slightly distracted. I do apologize for that. Wainwright greets everyone and is just generally confused over the situation.
As someone would be. The skeleton with the slightly broken why can't I don't remember what it's called in English anymore. I just used the word. The
Accordion?
thank you. My brain was like, that's a saxophone. I'm like, no, it's not.
Very close, very close.
Probably makes the same sound if you play it wrong.
If it's broken
But-
enough.
Yes. But yes, stops playing and you hear it creaking and then it starts walking towards Brock and Wainwright. You hear a clack with every step and a little bit of a as it moves, almost as if it doesn't want to let go of the instrument.
That sounds
But
like me
as
when I
it
try to
mo-
walk around normally.
Considering the previous game, my brain just went back into the gutter, and we're gonna pull back that train of thinking. Let's see. Wainwright, in your mind, you hear, "Oh, you're not part of the crew."
I'm thinking out loud. No, but every party is a crew. And this is a music party, right? So let's dance. I'm thinking out very loud in my head.
You here for the music, or you here for the rum?
Both. It's a party,
can't
right?
have- It's a party, but we only have one bottle of rum left, and you can't have it.
Then I'll stick to the music. Never
Right.
gonna stop. Never won't.
Right. Well, maybe you should meet the captain. Yes, I think if you want to be part of the party, you should meet the captain.
This is all still in Wainwright's head, right?
Yeah.
We're just sitting there wondering why Wainwright's being so awkward. And occasionally saying some things are like, huh,
Huh?
he doesn't usually do that.
Isn't that my thing?
So you are aware. All right, we're talking about that later.
I know, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wainwright turns around to the others and say, I think I just got invited to meet the captain.
Ooh, that's
Is it
good.
MacGuffin? Is it plump? Is he plump?
Let
Ask
me
if he's plump.
ask.
Judging by these
Go
people
back
here,
to
no.
staring into the nothingness. Thinking out loud, is it MacGuffin? McPuffin? Fatty Bottoms MacGuffin? Whatever his name is, that is the captain?
Plump. Ask if he's plump.
Plump MacGuffin. Is it Plump MacGuffin? I'm thinking out loud.
Well, it's Captain MacGuffin, yes. But it's Plonk, not Plump. Maybe Plump was his
Plump.
twin. No.
I turn around to the others and say, this is the MacGuffin we're looking for.
Oh, okay.
I believe you compulsively.
I have no reason to question your judgment whatsoever.
No,
But
most
they
of the
say it's
staring
called
makes me
plunk.
more believe you. Plunk. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I thought it was a little odd when I wrote it down.
Well, he's definitely not going to be plump either way, so
Sure, he might as well be plunk.
yeah.
Sounds good enough for me. Shall we follow the skelly?
Might as well. We weren't really sure where we were gonna get on this island anyway. Wait, is the origami bird still with us, or did it sink with the ship?
No, it flew off as you were sinking.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so it's not just like dissolved in the water. Okay. I sure wish that origami bird was here. I still don't exactly understand why it told us to come here. That's all right.
In retrospect,
We'll go
we
find
should have
Plunk.
asked.
We probably, I mean, yeah. We probably should have had a chat both directions. It doesn't even know who we are. We could be cold murderers. Lucky we're not. Looking at all the skeletons.
Yeah. Let's go meet the captain.
The accordion skeleton is going to make a sound on the busted up instrument. Turn around, its head turning last, and then start waddling, creaking further into the woods. And what's everyone's passive perception?
You wouldn't believe it how I've been playing the character. 17.
13.
Wainwright, passive perception.
Passive perception is 13.
Okay. Brock, as you're being led further into the jungle, you hear rustling behind you. And then you realize that slowly but surely the music stops. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
I'm just going around going, welcome to the jungle.
11.
I don't know if it would have been helpful, but Trip's passive perception is apparently a 16, which is higher than mine.
It was just a matter of who would notice first, really.
So it would have still been Brock anyway. It makes sense. He's taller.
Yeah. As long as you had
I
a
rolled-
1 over 12, you wouldn't be surprised. So,
I rolled a 23 in total.
nice. Wainwright?
Bas-
Yep, sorry. Basket?
Beska got a 12.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Gotta keep on that.
Okay, redoing the thing. So we have one Scalabro here, Brock here, one skeleton here. What about your initiative again?
12.
12. So, Basket and Wainwright, what's your initiative?
11.
Okay. So, Wainwright. Skeleton and... Oof. Okay. Brock behind you, as you hear the rustling. A skeleton with a trumpet is going to come up and try to hit you over the back with it. For a 9.
No.
I just think that Brock does exactly that. No.
No, thank you. Stay away.
So, trumpet skeleton. A skeleton with a broken, like a half barrel with some leather on top, approximating a drum, is going to try to hit you with it, Basket. For a 23.
Apparently, Basket is very distracted by the fact that, my barrel, my brother's name is Barrel. And allows herself to be very hit.
Yeah, a total of 1 bludgeoning damage.
Your distraction
Very,
comes
but
from
not by much.
your distraction comes from Brock going barrel, and you go, brother.
Brother!
And boom.
Here on my ship. Oh, you're not my brother. Don't do that. Thank you.
I also need you to make me either an athletics or acrobatics check. Or save. No, check. I'm dumb. It's no, yeah. Acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay. I don't think it would be a difference for me anyway. They're the same. We'll go acrobatics, because that feels no, athletics feels a bit more. Uh-oh. 9.
You're currently blinded because you're now inside the drum.
Barrel! Oh! Oh, this is a skeleton barrel. Uh-oh. This is what my brother was born in. Wow.
And you're currently being restrained by the barrel.
Oops.
Brock.
That doesn't look like a barrel of laughs. Do these look like the skeletons that were in the part of the party?
So, looking around, you see that there are 4 skeletons, including the one leading the way, that are currently trying to make you part of the party, so to speak.
Oh.
And there are 3 just standing there, looking like they have got a little bit lost on the way to the party. They're not
Leave those
doing
3
anything.
alone.
Yeah.
Mr. Wainwright, you're going to have to get off my head, and I'm going to fire an arrow at the one that has the drum to try and get it to let go of the drum so that Basket can get Barrel off of its head, off of the head.
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, Brock, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Takes out the stick of dynamite. And gives to Brock. Hey, put this on your arrow and send it with the fuse lit.
Why does it say Acme on it or Acme on it? Doink, fire it.
Okay. Yep. I like that idea. Okay.
Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork. I like teamwork. Please, roll me an attack roll.
There's a natural 20 for a 29. Oh, there goes my curtain. I'll have to pick that up in a minute.
Yeah.
Natural 20 for 29.
Okay, so this is me just checking what dynamite.
I did say that I would fire it at the skeleton that was next to the barrel.
Yes. Yes, you did. I just need to check what that does. Okay then. So
Fortunately,
the way I run,
Bubba is in a
yes,
barrel and therefore probably slightly safer.
yes.
Hopefully it blows the barrel up.
So the way I run crits in my games is that you roll a normal crit, like you roll twice, and then you get to impose a condition on your target. In this case, the skeleton might not survive this onslaught. We shall see.
Good.
So, please roll the arrow damage twice. And
Got it.
I am going to do a dex save.
So that is, I rolled a 6 and a 7, so math on my head, that's 13. 17 points of piercing damage in total.
Okay then. Well, the skeleton drops the barrel and cracks into various different pieces. However, the stick of dynamite is lit. And let's see, 3 of these little guys.
Basket, pull your legs in to the barrel.
Oh no.
And yes, so the explosion goes off. Basket, please give me a dex save with disadvantage because you're in a barrel. I'm giving you, like normally when you're restrained, I think it's a auto fail, but because you have the help action, I'm actually gonna double check that because I always confuse the different grappled, restrained, prone, all of those.
Okay, I got lucky. You said disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got lucky. I rolled a 20 and an 18, so
Yeah.
19 total.
You managed to pull your legs in just in time. As yes, with restraint you do have disadvantage. You don't auto fail. And the barrel around you breaks as the skeleton that used to hold it flies apart into many different skeletal pieces, as that's the barrel. As the skeleton that used to be undead takes 10 bludgeoning damage, you take 5. Because you saved.
I'm used to explosions of this sort. That's okay.
You're, however, free of the barrel. Because that one took most of it.
Thanks. Thank you. I think. Still good.
Yeah, that was a smashing time. I think for fairness, I'll say that putting the dynamite on the arrow was my first attack, and then firing it was my second, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, yeah, there's also now a big hole where that used to be. And that guy is gone. The accordion skeleton is going to try and get Wainwright with it, just hoisting it up and just trying to pull you down. Oof. That is 22 to hit.
Did I take 22 in damage?
No, 22 to beat your AC. I think
right.
I don't know what your AC is. But it should be pretty high.
14.
Okay. Yeah, so you get an accordion slam towards your head for 3 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a acrobatics or athletics check.
I'm gonna go with acrobatics. That's 18.
Okay. As the accordion comes down on your head, you see that it's trying to wrap you in it, but you notice that there is like a tear on one side and manage to slip out. And
I explode forth from the accordion and scream, "I love it when a party blows up."
nice. Nice. Okay, what instrument should we give you? You know what? You can have a violin. Why not? A fourth skeleton. Well, the fourth skeleton is going to run forward and try to whap Basket with the bow of like a violin bow. Just smash. Where did my d20 go? There it is.
Rude.
14.
Just misses.
Nice.
I think it's still blowing off getting the stuff off of the explosion just happens to be like, oh, yeah, whoop.
Yeah. Okay. And Baskets, your turn.
Okay, how many skeletons are there around us? It sounds like 3 still?
There are 3 in the fight, and 3 are looking at like, what the hell is happening? So they're not in the fight, but they're peripherals.
Gotcha. Okay. So I think I'm going to just attack. So I'm gonna go for, I assume, are they all in like melee range-ish?
Yes, they would be, because one tried to hit Brock, one put a barrel on top of your head and then blew up, and one tried to hit Wainwright, and one tried to hit you with so all of them are basically in melee range.
Okay, so having brushed off the explosion, got all the coughing out, just well, this is a very rude way to have people at a party. I don't think you guys know how to treat your guests, but we can fix that. And pick up a hammer and just try to wallop one on the side of the head. Typically this is kind of a bunk, but Basket's kind of forgetting that they're skeletons, so this will probably be a bit harder than it should be.
Okay. So yeah, there's the one that just tried to hit you with the violin bow.
That'll be the first one, because rude.
Yes.
Don't disrespect string instruments. So that'll be a 12 to hit.
Unfortunately, that does not hit, as it's like you do have a D4 that you can add.
I do have a D4. I'm gonna use the D4.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll add D4.
Yes, percussive maintenance.
Okay.
Yep, that will definitely
16?
hit. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay. And that will be 1d4 plus 5. 4. Nice. Again. 9 damage.
Okay. What's your weapon? What type of damage?
It's infused light damage. It's bludgeoning.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
So this is kind of one of those, like, you know, typically like an adult just kind of like cupping a kid on the side of the ear, but
yep,
Basket did it with a hammer and kind of forgetting that, you know, they're skeletons, they're not all that structurally there, so just kind of hey, You can't do that to your guests. Bunk. And it just kind of...
Yep. Falls apart.
Oh. Oops. Well, if you're gonna be rude, and it's gonna look at the next one, and because it's a light weapon, is gonna make one more attack, as part of their attack action because of the Nick trait.
Nice.
So with her smaller hammer, that isn't as fancy and infused, is gonna roll. Oh, an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Now that I guess she's trying to actually hit, this makes more sense now because she's a bit upset about this, and is gonna do 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, this time you hear a crackling sound, and which one would that be? That would be the one with the trumpet. Just becomes a bit lopsided, but it's still standing. It's like, yeah, looks at you with It's kind of hard to tell because, you know, skeleton lacking facial features, but you get a distinct feeling that you're getting the neutral look of disapproval.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have started this. Rude. This isn't on me. This is on you guys. And then bonus action, Basket's just gonna tell Trip, hey, go stand over by Wayne right over there. Make sure he doesn't get hit. These guys are rude.
Okay. Yep. Speaking, do you want to move anywhere, or are you good where you're standing?
I'll stay where I'm standing, kind of close to everybody. Hammers at the ready.
Yep. So because Rock used a ranged weapon, you are about, I said, 12 feet from them at this point.
I guess in that case,
So-
I'll close half the distance, so I'm at slight range.
Okay.
Just in case I
Absolutely.
need to throw a hammer.
Okay. Wainwright.
Our friend there looks a bit shattered. And then I shut up.
How many skellies are left?
There are 2. The one that tried to teach you the song according to his people, and the trumpet one that is basically just half there.
I reach into my bag and pull out and throw out a baboon.
Okay.
A
Okay.
baboon
Okay,
that
the-
attacks
yeah,
like the animal?
Yes,
Yes.
the animal.
Because
I have a bag of tricks.
yeah, because he picked that one as one of the items. Yep. Okay, so there's now a baboon in the bag. Okay. I'm gonna say it goes on your turn. Where would you like to place this baboon?
Well, I'm throwing it in the general direction of the skeleton walking towards me. So hopefully I'm hitting the skeleton with the baboon, and then the baboon just goes apeshit on him.
I mean,
It's-
please roll me a attack. Roll.
Okay.
Wainwright special attack. Baboon cannon!
Oh, you're okay. Okay, that's yes. Mm-hmm.
– 16.
Yep, 16 does hit.
I don't know if it's worthy to note or not, but mechanically, a baboon and a gerbine are around about the same size. If anything, the baboon is bigger.
Yeah.
The
so
baboon
the
is
baboon
most
is
definitely
bigger,
bigger than me.
and baboons also get pack tactics, which and yeah, which means that the baboon will always have advantage on attack rolls as long as an ally is within 5 feet of the target and them. Yes, backpack. 6, yes. So yes, please roll me a... What would that be? 1 plus your strength is the damage it will deal because you threw it at the thing. So it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
1 plus my strength modifier. Okay. $12 in total, if I understand you correctly.
No, it's so when you look at your strength thing, the smaller number.
Do you mean
So when you
the strength, the plus that you get from strength, or the minus in my case?
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's 1 plus that number, the smaller number on your strength ability.
So
It should say
3.
like +1 or +3. Yeah.
Yes. So
in total,
you...
+3 for me.
Yeah, so it would be 1 plus 3 then. So 4 in this case, because it's a giant baboon, I'm gonna say bludgeoning damage. Because baboon damage isn't really a thing. And
Yes, now.
I mean, it is now. And you hear a scraping sound as the accordion drops on one side and half the skeleton is just gone. And where that half of that skeleton used to be is now a baboon, which is roughly the same size as Wainwright. A little bit bigger, but not by a whole lot. So somewhere between Basket and Wainwright in size. This guy has... And anything else you want to do on your turn? So I think it's an action to pull and throw. If I remember right.
In that case, I'll brandish my rapier.
Okay. Hold on. Bag of bricks. Because I do believe it's an action to pull one out and throw it. I want to double check. Yes, it's an action. Okay, so you brandish your rapier as your bonus action, and do you want to move somewhere? Or are you good where you're at?
I'm gonna move out of the accordion that is around my feet.
Okay, that's fair.
So
That's
I'm
fair.
no longer encumbered.
That... You could just run in next, and it acts on your turn. Okay, so it's the baboon's turn. And there you are. It is going to attack the skeleton with a bite. Ooh. Your turn. Throw us baboon. Step out of the accordion. Yes. Actually. No, that's not a nat 20. But that still hits. Why am I rolling this? You should be rolling this. Sorry.
What do you want me to roll?
First, for a bite attack, the baboon has a... Yeah, they have a bite attack. You roll with advantage, so roll twice, take the highest. And you have a +1, so d20 +1. And then it's a d4 -1 for damage should they hit.
So the D20 base value is 8, and what else did you want me to roll?
So 9, which does not hit, unfortunately. Half of the skeleton being gone, the baboon does not get a good grip. And we are back up. Trumpet skeleton's turn. It is once again going to try and whap Brock over the head with the trumpet for a 19.
Oh, yep, that will hit.
For 8 bludgeoning damage.
Owie.
And you hear a clang from the trumpet as it whaps you over the head.
These attacks are so out of tune.
Okay. That one is dead. Brock.
So there's 2 alive.
Yeah.
Now, the half broken one, and then one who's uninjured currently.
No, both of them are very injured.
Okay.
Just that the one next to the baboon is just slightly less injured than the one next to Brock.
Okey-dokey. I shall take a step away from the one that just hit me, if it'd like to attack me.
14.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Okay. It tries to whap you again with the trumpet, but misses.
Sort of dodge out of the way, and then I'm going to fire an arrow at it because I want to make sure that I'm not giving myself disadvantage on the attack. So,
Okay.
Yes. That is a 15 for a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And Ooh, that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to do it?
I just shoot it through its eye socket, and then it just blows out the back of the skull, and then it just crumples to the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'll make a second attack against the other one. Doing.
Yeah.
That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Same as the last one?
No,
Or
I
how
think
do you want to do it?
I think with this one, I go to fire it, and some light shines off of Basket's goggles, which distracts me, and I accidentally aim at the floor near it. It pings off of a stone up into the rib cage and sort of does like a ding, 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 and then goes out through the top of the skull,
Yes.
pinning the skull to the tree.
Love that. Well,
So good.
yes.
And then that's my turn.
Okay, well, the skeletons have been taken care of, and the other 3 that were hanging back to see what was happening just look between each other and then just slowly back away into the undergrowth and vanish.
That's right.
And,
That's right. You don't mess with party guests. Rude. Rude. Shame.
I feel like those 3 should have been in the combat if there were more of us here.
That's a weird thought to have, Brock. Very specific.
Yeah.
Anyway.
you start hearing a golf clap from the 3 branches above, and you realize that there are there are the bird folk, the pirate bird folk are still up there. I've been watching this whole time.
Are they clapping with their wings? Like,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
what do wings sound like clapping? I'm just
well,
trying to, like a soft, like.
In the Humblewood, if you don't mind, Ardana, in the Humblewood,
no, go ahead.
birds have sort of much the same way as normal birds have claws on the end of their feet. Bird folk have claw-like hands on the end of their wings, as well as also possessing claw-like feet and
Yeah.
actual wings. They don't fly, but they glide rather well.
Yeah.
So the wings are like big hands, and then there's hands at the end
And
of
then
the
they've
hands.
got extra digits. Yeah, if you think about it too much, it hurts. So don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
I always
as long
see
as we
it
can hear the
like
clapping, I will not think about it anymore.
Yeah. So the way I see it is that so this part is feathery. These two hold it together, and then these three are basically grippy fingers. You know, like bats have.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
that. That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
That's way
So
better
that's basically
than
how-
two hands conjoined onto a finger.
Yeah, no. So basically, think bats, like the. So they're basically like.
Got it. Okay. This makes me
Yeah.
feel better. Thank you. Good clapping.
And you just hear a very well done. Well, oh well.
Right. Should we still go to see the captain? Yeah, I feel like it's going to be an ambush now.
Wasn't that what we just had?
What'd you say?
Wasn't that what we just had? An ambush? So
Yeah.
technically
True.
we're already in it.
Surely there
Yeah.
wouldn't be a second one within the first ambush. That would just be overkill.
Nah, I don't think that would ever happen.
Hey, Birds, you just watched all of that. Can you, do you want to help contribute? Do you have something to say about what just happened? Were you part of the party? Or are you just like, what? What are you doing?
Oh, the bigger of the two red and green macaw bird folk that is sitting up there stretches a little bit and just, oh no, we were just here watching the locals have fun. Well, not locals really. Not really, no. But if you are wishing to see the captain, he's over there. It's you can't miss it really. X does mark the spot, after all.
Yeah, okay. They're weird and unhelpful. I think we should just keep walking. Don't
Oh,
be
you're
on the
like
right
them, Trick. Don't
way.
be like them. Yeah, okay. Are you friends with the paper bird?
Oh no, that one is just annoying.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of birds. Unassociated with each other or us. This is very strange. We should just keep walking.
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
So we'll keep heading
Uh,
up the path they were leading us?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
there's
going.
one. Sorry, what?
I said, I assume we're going to where the X marks the spots. It must be a sign with an X that is visible from the path.
And that is marking the spot.
Well, if you want to, you can give me a perception or investigation check to see if you can find where the X marks the spot.
I'll give you a perception check. Oh, 4.
Trip got an 11. Basket got a 22.
Okay, Brock.
My brain tricked me for a second, and I thought I rolled a natural 33 on a d20. I don't know how, but I rolled an 18, so I got a 25. My brain just went
Nice.
for a second.
Nice.
33.
Okay. Wait, right. As you look around, you spot another of those huge dragonfly creatures. It is very distracting how the light hits those faceted eyes. And you're starting to realize just why Brock tends to get so fascinated by lights.
It's sparkly.
Oh no, it's contagious.
Starts walking off after the
dragonfly.
dragonfly. Thank you. I was about to say butterfly. The dragonfly, and then grabs my baboon.
Okay. Yeah.
The baboon doesn't despawn until next dawn.
Yep. Yep.
It's me and my
It's
baboon.
just here now.
Yep.
If the
It's just here
baboon's
now.
bigger than you,
Hanging
can you
around.
ride it?
No, it's not big enough.
No.
The dragonfly or the baboon? The baboon is not big enough. No.
Oh,
Does it
okay.
have a name? The baboon?
Babish?
Babish the baboon. Good.
Babish the baboon.
There go, Wainwright and Babish.
Yep.
Oh, my jaw.
Thank you, Cycle. Now I got that stuck in my head. Bumbling about like a band of bumbling. No, something like a band of bumbling baboons. Okay. Brock, you look around and being taller than the other two, you do see that the path seems to like snake up towards the undergrowth, further up towards what looks like a small cliffside. It is a little bit difficult for you to see though, however, because being taller, you also have branches that slightly block your view. Basket, being slightly shorter, while you don't really see where the winding path leads exactly, like you can't really follow it with your eyes the way Brock you can, you do see a strangely shaped cliffside a little further away in the jungle. You also hear faint singing similar to the type that the skeletons were. And
Quick, record.
you also hear plucking of a lyre in the same melody.
Man, if only we had a bard.
I'm
Then we
starting
could
to
have
think
paired
that's what I
Babish
should
that
have
baboon
been.
with the bard. Too bad. We only have Babish the baboon and no bandoliered bard.
Just try saying that 3 times faster. I'm not going to.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in, Agent number 1. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing? And what were you doing? And I love that. Is that an ogre with a torch? Well, fitting, because they just crashed the party.
Gang, I will just butt in very momentarily. Thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. Agent, I hope you are well. Good on you, you legend. Agent will be joining me, Troll Chuck, Owen from the Lost Archives, and Malika Moon for our next game in about an hour and a half, which is very exciting. So thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Make yourselves at home and sit back and enjoy the second half of the Folding Dutchman adventure. The Dutchman has been thoroughly folded. And now it is up to the gang to see if they can find alternative transport.
Well, they've made a brave attempt at taming dragonflies. Didn't really work out, but an attempt was made.
Just flew away. Just flew away from me. It was very rude.
Indeed. So, Brock, you saw the path winding forwards towards the cliffs. Basket, you noticed a strange cliff formation further into the forests. Wainwright, you noticed a dragonfly that had very pretty eyes and are now following it. I'd say Basket with a 24. You would notice that Wainwright is just wandering off, following a giant dragonfly.
Wainwright. Hey, buddy. Hey.
What?
Hey,
What?
hey,
Hey,
this way. Come on,
hey,
come on.
Bask. Oh,
We already tried. You
sorry.
can't ride one of those. Come on.
But it's
You can get
shiny.
back up on Brock.
All right.
Come here. I don't know if, well, I guess with how much Basket has to pick up Trip all the time, being a very heavy chunk of metal that's almost probably the same size as Wainwright, is gonna, take Wainwright. Come on, go.
Yep. You're on here. Yep. All right, let's go into the jungle, the mighty jungle, where the captain sleeps tonight.
Onward, my mighty steed.
Steer,
I feel like I need to gallop.
deed.
No, I'm not going to do that. It's too tiring.
All right.
I'll make a clip-clop noise behind you with 2 halves of a coconut that are in the jungle.
Thank you. I've only got the 2, so it doesn't
I
sound
would
right.
give you inspiration for the Monty Python reference, but you already have it, so you know.
Thank you.
But yes. Following
go
the
up the track.
path. Yep. Following the path, you wander through the jungles. The light seems to dissipate more and more, and the almost overwhelming technicolor hues of the flora around you seem to dim slightly as you approach the cliffside. Getting closer, the strange formation of the cliffside take on a very familiar shape as you get close, and you realize that a cave opening in the cliff makes up the bottom half of, like, the cave makes out the space of the bottom half of an X that has been carved out into the cliffside.
Oh, guys, the Whimsicove. It's the legs of an X. I
Does it have the
think we
arms
go
of an
into
X
its
as
like
well?
guts. No, because it's the bottom bit. It's the legs
Oh.
because of gravity. It's got to be, unless it's doing a headstand. It could be the arm of a headstanding X. It is the Whimsicove, so that's probably more likely.
But it could also be a leg and an arm if it was on its side.
It could be in the middle of a cartwheel. That's much more whimsical.
We're making this way too complicated.
Regardless of what kind of limbs it is, I think we want the abdomen of the X. I think that's our goal. Go for the guts.
Sounds good.
Okay. As you're getting closer to it, at the opening, you do see what looks like a very, very, very nicely dressed, bright blue Luma bird folk sitting, plucking on this lyre. It seems to be very well groomed, and the clothing is almost cartoonishly pirate. Birdfolk even has a tricorn hat slightly tipped to the side on top of his head. And you hear a soft humming. That is the melody that you've been hearing through the jungle.
Just gonna pick up Trip again and just like, go buddy, go. Hum the thing. Trip can't hum, but he'll do a tinny version of, what he knows.
Yep.
Do it, go.
Okay.
Good bird.
Yeah, please give me a performance check.
12.
Being a creature of metal, it's not entirely in tune. It's just slightly off, and you just hear a clang from the lyre.
Yeah, we'll work on your speaker. It's okay. Wait. You sang before. Sing the thing. So sorry.
Okay. Performance
Uh,
check, please.
Performance check. 13.
It's okay. The Luma starts playing again, but not humming. And he looks over to you and says, "Who be you to disturb me here? Oh, were you the one that Squawky found?"
Don't do any squawky, but we did find a flying map.
Right. Well, have ye come for the treasure then?
We're gonna be honest, we're not sure what we came for. The paper bird came to us and was like, here's the thing, and we were like, yeah, we'll go there. We didn't even ask its name. It didn't ask ours, though, to be fair. We weren't very good at conversation at the time.
We kind of went, "Oh, new island, let's go there," and then that was about it. Then our ship fell apart, and sunk. So now we're sort of stuck here.
If the treasure is a
happen to
new
have a
boat,
ship.
that'd be... Yeah. That'd be cool.
Well, Squawky, is this true? You didn't even ask their names? And you see the paper bird just... Yes, well, forgot. Thought that island in the ocean. So scary. The captain looking creature will stand up and stretch a little bit. I do apologize for Squawky's lack of manners. You said that you were missing a ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ours kind of sank. It got wet. It didn't like that.
Right.
It was a low-budget ship. Look, I can explain later.
Ah. Well, seeing as you're already here, how about you join my crew?
Are
Do
you
you
talking
have
about the
a
skellies from earlier?
In a manner of speaking, yes, small one.
Would we have to be skellies?
It's not required, but I do want you to put your soul into the work.
Like in a figurative, hardworking sort of way, or in a literal, I'm putting this into a like, there goes your soul sort of way?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, perhaps?
That's a little weird. What if we promise we'll do it very well in the metaphorical way? Like we're hard workers and we're pretty naive, so we're very open to unpaid overtime.
I see that's not gonna work.
You have a boat?
In a manner of speaking,
That's...
yes.
I had a boat in a manner of speaking too, and that didn't work out well for us, so I'm gonna need a more concrete answer than that. Preferably a wooden answer.
I do have a ship.
do you like sail it? Because these guys were just like here on the island singing.
From time to time, I prefer having Squawky here bring new crew here. Gives me time to practice my music, you see.
What do you do then? Like, if you're not sailing much, what do you do with a crew? You just sit here on the island? Is that it?
Yeah, can you not sail because you haven't got the muscles to sort of pull on the sails and the rudder and all that sort of stuff? If it's because you've got no, I've used the joke already, but is it because you've got no body to do anything to do it? Because if that's the case, we could be the people that go out and get you new crew and bring them back without having to sell our souls.
Ah, you
Maybe.
see. As much as I like the new muscle bit, it's the soul that's the important part, really.
So you lack a soul? You're soulless. Is that what you're saying? So if we find your soul, you'd be happy?
Oh no, I have my soul. It's just not here with me right now.
Do you need help finding it? Did you lose it? I lose a lot of things. It's probably wherever you had it last.
No, I know exactly where it is. It's just
Is-
not on me at the moment.
Aren't souls in? If we were to give you our souls, would all of our muscles and flesh sort of fall off of us, like as if the soul was like the glue that held it all together?
Eventually, in a few years, possibly, yes.
It sounds like a dreadful offer. I think I'm going to decline it. And,
Yeah,
and
I
just
gotta be honest.
go for
Yeah,
staying alive.
there's not much persuasion going on here. I'm a little confused at what your end goal is. Like, what's your shtick? What's your sales pitch? If you had to, like, if you were in an elevator with me for 30 seconds, what would you tell me about the thing that you want me to do, and why would I want to do it?
Let me set the scene.
Oh, I sure
I
wish this
know.
elevator would go faster.
My sales pitch would be, it's a shame that you're not in one specific color that could make you look good. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Basket?
Yes.
No. Ten. Just 10.
For some reason, you do have inspiration.
I'll save it.
Okay.
10.
Even though it was a off the cuff, kind of not really special comment, it really hurt. Like, burrowed into your mind enough to deal 2 psychic damage as the birdfolk cast vicious mockery on you.
You're right. I'm wearing multiple different colors, and they don't match in an aesthetically pleasing way. Oh. Oh. You guys take over. I'm gonna have to process this.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, that came from the bird folk? The bird folk are against us?
This particular one.
Oh.
What is this? Some kind of Kentucky Derby? Is this Boxing Day? Don't wear white after Boxing Day? No, Webber has a great sense of fashion. Just not when it comes to boats.
I was going to make a joke about we might need to stuff this turkey, but I don't know if that's appropriate at this point. I've already said it now, so it's already out there. What should we do? I'm not taking the deal. No, thank you. I'm good. Turn away from them.
Ah, you thought you were given a choice in this matter. Right. His accent is all over the place. I don't care.
Makes sense. He's got no vocal cords.
No, he does. It's not a skeleton. He is, however, a Norwegian blue parrot. So do with that information what you will.
Okay. I mean,
I'll bring out all my anti-blue magic.
I mean, when we were sailing here, there were a couple of ships on the around the island. So I'm sure we could just see if we could take one of those, because obviously they've lured other pirates here or sailors as well here, and then got them to join the crew. So there's abundance of ships we can choose from. So thank you for your time. We'll see you later. And I walk off.
Sorry to bother you. I'll change my clothes later too on the ship, probably.
Well,
I like to
Tall
cut my
Boss.
baboon friend's hand and walk after Brock and Basket.
Okay. What does that do? Let me see.
Can
You
he
hear-
do a saving throw against ignorance?
Unfortunately not, but what happens is that you hear a fluttering of wings. And then a large blue parrot lands in front of you, Brock. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, and then everyone roll initiative.
Constitution. Natural 20 for a 23. I need to keep this dice out.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
Oh, come on. Okay. That is 5. You take 2 thunder damage as he flaps his wing out in front of you, and you feel this wave just slam into your chest, but you're just shake it off a little bit. Just meh.
Not very nice.
Sorry. I cannot let you leave. Not that you found me.
Another rude party host. Here we go. Okay. This whole island, man, you guys need to learn some freaking like social stuff. I thought we were pretty bad at that, but you guys are pretty bad at that.
Okay, everyone please roll initiative.
Basket got an 8, and I will be right back.
Okay.
Wainwright Puffy Pants the 27th got 14.
I rolled a natural 20 on my Constitution saving throw. And I was like, yes, I'm going to keep this dice out. And then rolled initiative and rolled a 2 for a 6.
Ouch. Okay. Basket. Brock. And the captain got a. Where are you? There. He got a. So, there you go. We're going to up this one a little bit. I'm gonna up that a bit. Okay. So, first up is the bird folk, and he's going to swash his wing a little bit and looking over at Wainwright this time. He is going to put out like one of his fingers, point, and just for such a small creature, you do make a lot of sound. And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh. Oh. 2.
Ouch. Okay, you take 2 points of psychic damage, and why can't I remember how my favorite cantrip works? Brain? Can we maybe? I don't know. I think it's disadvantage on your next roll. No, -4 on the next roll. As he casts vicious mockery on you. Nope, that's the heroes.
Can I do something, or am I waiting in turn for something?
You're up next, but he does have a movement stuff to do as well. Disadvantage on the next attack roll. Okay. So there you are. There you are. And did you have any bonus actions? No, he does not. So he's just gonna straighten his hat, and it is Wainwright's turn.
Wainwright says, "Oh my! Let me retort with a pointed argument," and draws his rapier and attacks.
Okay, go for it. Thank you, Pixie.
$21.
That does hit.
Yep.
How much damage?
I don't know. Let me check. Rapier does 1d8.
1d8
5.
plus your dex. Plus your dex.
So
Well, if you clicked on the number, it will roll for you.
I should just click on Dex. No, I've
No,
just rolled
so-
a d8, so it's a d8 plus 3 then.
Okay, so 5 plus 3 is 8, so 8 damage. Yep.
Hi, for anyone watching, I'm new to D&D, and I've only played games that used a bunch of 6-sided dice, so I'm just generally confused.
Which is fine. And you're also using what used to be my favorite thing, but not anymore, D&D Beyond. What was I? There
Well,
was...
we all have our flaws.
I know, yes. -8 is... Okay. Fighter level 5, you should... Do you have 2 attacks, I think? It should say on your action thing if you have 2... Can make 2 attacks in... as your action or not.
You should have extra attack.
Yep. So you can attack once again. So if you make it easy on yourself, if you click on the number next to the rapier and then the other number. But I also know that D&D Beyond can be really slow.
So are you still waiting for me?
Yes, you have 1 more attack.
Oh, in that case, 19 to hit,
That hits.
and 7 in total damage.
Nice. Okay. You just hear a ow! You see red splotches on the
We seem to have
Blue.
a bloody argument on our hands.
Nice. Okay. Your baboon, which is 1d20 plus 1 to attack for a bite. Because it goes on your turn.
So that's 10.
Unfortunately, that does not hit as he just... Rude! You do have the inspiration if you want to use it.
My baboon feels very inspired and fails miserably at that as well, going with an 8.
Ouch! I love when that happens. That is beautiful. Yes. Okay. Basket.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, how are we gonna do this? I think I'm going to have... Have you guys been hit? Have Brock and Wainwright been hit thus far?
Brock
in
has
this
been
fight,
hit.
but I
in
have
this
during the game.
Okay. I'm going to get up close and personal with the bird guy. And I'm going to Man, sorry. Something that I thought was a bonus action is an action, in fact. So that doesn't help me very much. I'm going to cast Aid on myself, Brock, and Wainwright. So you all get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Which also raises your hit point maximum up that 5 so that you can actually take them. So I'm gonna mark that off, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to tell Trip to run up and do a force-empowered rend at Captain Plump over here, which I'm going to call him from now on.
Okay.
Because
chat.
he's rude.
Could we please get a D20 roll in chat? Anyone can roll a exclamation point roll space 20. There we go.
20, that's the one.
14. Okay.
is that?
Okay. This is beautiful. This is amazing. As you are walking away, backing up and telling Trip to do the thing, you look down on your hand, and it doesn't look quite right. It looks kind of plasticky. As the caster turned into a balloon animal for 1 minute. During this time, the creature is immune to damage, but each hit moves the creature 1d20 feet in direction the hit was heading.
Wait, so Basket is now a balloon animal and has been pushed 14 feet?
No, I haven't rolled for that one yet, but the 14 was which of the effects. So, no, you're about 12 feet.
Okay.
Next time someone attacks you with something, you move 12 feet in that general direction. You can
Guys, this
move
is
and
weird.
speak and do things as normal, but...
Trying to think how to add like a balloon squeak to the voice. Guys! Something is going weird. No, I give up. I'm not gonna do that.
Alright then.
Get him!
Rend attack.
Okay, spell attack modifier to hit. Okay. 8, and that will be 15 to hit. Will that hit?
That hits, yeah.
Awesome. Okay,
Just
and then that
hits.
barely. Oh, geez. Okay. And then 1d8 plus 3, 6 damage.
Nice.
As Trip just kind of waddles on up and just with a little metal wing, just
Ow!
looking like a red version of the bird that it is attacking.
Nice. Okay. Brock.
The bluebird folk. That's not the captain, is it?
You don't know. You haven't asked
No.
yet.
Okay, that's fine. I will. I'm going to attack. I'm going to move away from the bluebird folk because I'm within 5 feet of it. So I'm going to step away.
Okay, it's going to try to swat you with a wing. For a 17 to hit.
That will hit me. Yes. Owie.
Oh, come on, dice. Seriously? That is a whopping 2.
Ooh.
Bludgeoning
Okey-dokey.
damage.
Ow.
As it just goes, nope.
Just licked my nose. Ugh. Sorry. Draw it. The fire 2 arrows out of it.
Nice. Okay.
So the first attack is going to be a 8 plus 9, which is in my head. No, brain. 17 to
17.
hit. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. 17.
That hits.
Awesome. I am going to, with the attack, I'm going to mark it as my favoured foe.
Okay.
I get to add a extra dice to that. And this bluebird is taking some damage from Wayne, right? Is that correct? And from everybody else. So I am a colossal slayer, so because it doesn't have its max hit points, I get to add another d8 to the attack.
Nice.
So that is going to be 10, 15, 19 points of piercing damage.
Oh, crap. That's a lot. Math? Brain? Nice. It is very distinctly bloodied at this point.
And I shall attack it again. I don't get to do that on the second attack, though. So that is going to be 9 plus 9, so that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, he is definitely not having a great time.
And that's my... As I've moved back a little bit, I'm going to try and stand... Now that I've fired my 2 shots, I'm going to try and stand behind Basket, so when Basket does get attacked, they get pushed into me, rather than getting... It's a good thing you're not full of hot air, otherwise you'd have floated up. But I do still have this rope. I do still have the rope from the dragonfly. So if I could use a bonus action to just tie that around around Basket's foot and then tie that to my waist just in case.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Which means that, let's say, the furthest she could go in any direction. Well, it's 20 feet because it's a D20. But yeah.
I'll try not to just don't go into any branches or anything because you might go pop.
I hadn't considered that, but thank you.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare. I didn't mean to make things worse. I'm so sorry. And then that's my turn.
All right.
As I start panicking.
Then that brings us back to the top of the round and. Okay. The birdfolk is going to look around and then lift a wing up and just bring it down And I need everyone to make me a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
And chat, please roll me another d20.
9.
Oof. Did you already use your inspiration?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Babish the baboon was inspired.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right.
I rolled an
But
18.
instead of fighting, he wrote Shakespeare or something.
Can I give my inspiration to other people?
Sure.
I'd like to give
And,
one to Wainwright.
Basket, you were muted there if you were talking.
Oh, sorry, I was doing mental math. No, you're good.
Okay. Okay, Wainwright, you're inspired.
Okay.
You've got this,
I'm
Wainwright.
doing a second constitution. 7.
Oh, no.
This is getting better.
Okay, we got a... what was the first one? 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. I have my numbers. Sorry. Calculating for basket and trip is just throwing me off here. Okay. A basket has a 23. Trip has a 15.
Okay, so you feel energy forming around you and something building around this caster, and then you just hear a voice going, how about no? And nothing happens.
What?
Thanks.
Was that one of you?
God. One of them? The ocean?
You see the bird folk just, why? And then you hear voice,
Oh.
the same voice going, I don't feel like it.
What are you guys doing? What is
And
this?
It's Wainwright's turn.
I don't know what to do, honestly. I guess I continue attacking the bird with a new flurry of rapier attacks.
Yep. Absolutely. So you, yeah, roll two attacks.
So first attack is 13.
Unfortunately, that
8.
misses.
Second attack is 21.
That does hit.
The damage I do is 10.
Nice. It is looking rough. Like really, like almost like last legs kind of rough. And you have a bonus action and movement. So if you want to move or if you want to...
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay where I am and just taunt him.
Okay. Then it's the baboon's turn. So 1d20 plus 1.
15 in total.
That hits. So 1d4 minus 1. Biting damage.
So that's 0.
You see the baboon grab and pluck a few feathers out of the plumage, and it's like, why? I'm being accosted by a thing. Why? Oh, wait. Begone, ye creature. And yep. Basket.
I forgot how ridiculous Basket's hammers are. So we're going to attack with a hammer.
Okay.
With an infused hammer. So that is a 24 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Sick. Okay. That first one will be sick. 9 damage.
Yeah, 9. He does not like that at all. Not one bit.
Stop being rude to our helmsman steersman guy. And then after that one is going to come up with the slightly smaller, not infused hammer and hit with that one as well as part of their light attack damage with Nick Feet, which is 22. To hit. Okay, and that will be another 5 damage.
Yeah, it's not liking that one bit.
Okay.
He's nearly
And
down.
as a battlesmith is going to take an extra attack so that when I attack twice, I can, and whenever I take attack action, I can attack twice. That being part of one attack, this is now the second one, where I can't take an extra attack as part of the light. We'll attack again with the infused hammer, so it's a bah, 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 with the hammer.
Nice.
So like, I am gonna fix this! Because that's all that Basket knows. And is going to roll that's not as good. A 12 to hit?
Unfortunately, that takes a battering with the first 2 hits and then just no.
Whoa. Little overzealous.
It's like, you're ruining my plumage.
And so and then as the bonus attack is just gonna Trip, go get that bird. Go get him. And so that Trip will go and make a rend attack.
Okay.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Eh. As a spell modifier to hit, so that is a 16 plus 4, dirty 20 to hit.
How does Trip wanna do it? Guy has 1 hit point left.
I think, you know, like when birds just kind of go a little nuts and they're just like bah, 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 bah. Basket, in order to tell Trip, hey, go attack, we'll just kind of have, like, Trip can't fly, so we'll have just kind of grabbed and tossed Basket, or we'll have tossed Trip. Basket will have tossed Trip, and then Trip, as if they were a flying bird going nuts, just gonna bah, 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 at just the bird's head, as it's just a big hunk of metal is just gonna put it in the face, and then slash it on the way down.
Nice. You just hear me plumage as it falls. And yeah.
I was gonna say that entire time, Brock's got his ears covered because Basket is a balloon at the minute, so all of the attacks are like, it's like proper squeaking.
Yes.
Just all of the hammer squeaks.
And then you hear from the cave, you hear, squaw, squaw, squaw. And you hear the fluttering of paper as the origami parrot unfolds and becomes a map. And we're out of initiative.
Does it look like a different map, or does it still the same map?
It's the same map.
Are we on the right island?
Yes. Yes, you were.
Okay.
Is there something specific on here we didn't get to? Is there more than the X? Are we not in the abdomen?
I mean, you could look. You haven't checked the cave yet.
Oh, yeah. Should check the cave.
Okay.
Okay.
Chuck Wainwright back on top of Brock. Come on.
Whoop, yep.
Giddy
Sort of
up,
the
giddy
norm now.
up, giddy up.
Okay, so inside the cave, you see what looks like a rather fancy setup bedroom and what looks like a cooking station. A couple of crates of various knickknacks and fabrics and food items, and you also at the back see a small, yay wide, yay big chest that is locked.
I think I have thieves' tools. I think I'm supposed to be good at tinkering with things, guys. Hang on. No, I definitely do. After just kind of going through a backpack and tossing out bananas and random, knickknacks and other pieces of cardboard and duct tape and Elmer's glue, which is water soluble. Yes! I have a lockpick. I'm not proficient with them. But I have them. Are any of you good at thieves' tools?
If they're herbalism, then yes. If not, no.
If sleight of hands, maybe.
Technically, yes. Is that
Technically,
what
yes.
you'd use them with?
A slight hand?
Technically, I can try.
If you've
Then
got
you
slight
can
hands.
try.
I have sleight hands, yes. Because I'm small.
Then yes, you can absolutely try.
So I'm trying to rake the lock.
Yep. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
17 in total.
And she put the lock in there. I'm like, maybe we should check it for.
Lucky for
What
you,
could
the
possibly go wrong?
chest is not trapped.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
It's a mimic.
Beside you, Wainwright, you hear a pop as Basket is turned back to their normal self.
I thought for sure the balloon popped and I died. Thank you.
Got too close to
I'm
that
pretty
fire.
sure the Basket probably had an existential crisis there for a moment and just went, and then, oh. But yes, with the 17, the lock pops open pretty easily. And the lid just pops up a little bit. Nothing else happens.
I'm gonna do a check to see if there's any hidden traps.
Okay. Give me a perception or investigation check. Your choice.
Perception check gives me 8.
Okay, go for it. You don't find anything. It looks normal. It looks fine. Absolutely fine.
I open the chest in my exuberant enthusiasm over knowing that there is absolutely no way this could ever blow up in my face.
Can Basket just shove Trip forward and just be like, look, wait, look. And have Trip also look, just in case.
I mean,
This is how
yeah.
they deal with most dangers. They stick their hands into it, but it's Trip, so most of it'll
like
be
my
Trip.
wizard. I play an enchantment wizard who's more scarred than the blood hunter.
Sounds right.
Because he's
Trip
tested
gets
magic things.
Wow, 15 or 25.
Yeah, with the 25, you just as Wainwright opens it, you realize that, oh yeah, it's not trapped. Good. And then it's open.
Rest of
It's
Trip
like-
went, oh yeah, it's safe. You're already opening it, but it's safe.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I helped.
However, the chest is nearly empty. At the bottom of the chest is just a piece of paper.
Are any of you
Hello?
literate?
Treasure was the skeletons we met on the way. No, wait.
Hello,
I
piece
like
of
Brock's
paper?
way.
Piece of paper, can you talk? Do you turn into a bird?
Nothing.
I'm gonna try to read the paper.
Okay.
Wait,
This
there's a thing we can do.
scrolling text is kind of hard to read. Almost looks like a doctor wrote it, but with a pirate accent. So a little difficult to read. But on the piece of paper it just says, I don't know why everyone wants this chest. It's just pretty, is all.
Oh. It just says, I don't know why everyone wants this chest. It's just pretty is all.
Let's take it with us then if it's pretty. Can I cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything magical in this room?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. The random assortment of crates light up like a bonfire.
Oh.
And
Oh, we've lost Brock again, and I didn't cast it, so he's the only one that can see what he's looking at. So we're gonna have to wait for him to calm down again.
Unfortunately, the spell lasts for 10 minutes, so I'm just stood there for 10 minutes staring at the crates.
Brock, could you please roll me a persuasion check?
That is a 10 for an 11.
Yeah, it lights up as a bonfire for about 30 seconds, and then you just hear, but why do I need to do this? Like, for real? And then the light goes out.
Yeah, there's something over there. I've literally just seen these things light up. No time has passed whatsoever, and those boxes, there's something in them.
All right, Brock. Yeah, you do good, bud.
Thank you.
We'll take a look.
Okay.
Wainwright, you open. I trust you and your slight hands.
All right, so I'm going to try and open it.
Yep, the crates are not locked. They're not nailed shut.
And my sleight of hand is 10. So I'm guessing that opens them.
Yep, yeah, it does.
It would have been very awkward if I managed to lockpick it closed instead.
Yep.
I've locked them all shut. Sorry, guys.
Inside the crate, you find several bolts of fine silks. You find about 1,200 gold pieces in assorted gold, silver, and copper coins. You find 3 really nice-looking rings. One set of what at first glance looks like just some silken robes, but when you pick them up, they switch to studded leather. And a very nice looking longsword.
Wainwright, is that longsword? That longsword looks like it's good for you. It's not too big, is it? Is it a great sword for you? I mean, it does look like a great sword, but is it big for you?
I'm going to guess that it's taller than 2 feet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So it's probably a grand old sword for me. I don't think I'll be able to waft it around.
I have this feeling that if we were to have a bigger crew, we might have somebody that would use that. Just a thought, though.
So,
yeah.
For the sake of clarity, the rings you find, assortment of gold and silver rings to just regular bands, but you also find 1 ring of jumping, 1 ring of swimming, and 1 ring of water walking.
Should we
So,
split these rings
if
between
we
us?
have one person swim and one person water walks and the other person jumps on their head while they're water walking, we can all get home.
Jump between them. That sounds
It's going
good.
to be
I
a
don't think
very long walk home.
it would be, and I don't think I should be the one that's doing the jumping because 1, I'm bigger than both of you by quite a bit, and 2, I have hooves for feet, so it's not going to be very pleasant.
Mind if I stay on your shoulders for a while, Brock?
Yeah,
I
if I take
know
the if I take the water walk ones, then I can just have you on my shoulders.
Probably a good
There
idea.
is also a small wooden box at the bottom of one of the crates that contains what looks like a model ship. On the model ship, on the side, it says the Dragonfly as the name of this model ship.
You might finally
Guys, I
get
think
to
we
ride
might
a
be able to ride a
dragonfly.
dragonfly.
Hey, snap!
Hey!
Hey!
I have enlarge reduce. I can shrink us all to the size of the ship. That is
Wait, why
definitely
not?
how we're supposed to solve this.
Wait, why not do it the other way around?
Come on, guys! Oh! Oh! Yeah, I guess I could cast enlarge on the ship too.
It doesn't have a
It would
just
be
add
more
water
fun.
sign to it, does it?
Maybe we should take it out of the bottle first and go down to the sea before you enlarge it. Bask, just as a precaution, we don't want a giant bottle ship
That's a
that's
fair
not
point.
in the water.
That would be some interesting defenses, though. Nobody would fire at a giant bottled ship. They'd be scared.
It's very hard to stay on, though.
I assume we want to take the chest, though, right? Because it's pretty.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we put all the things into the chest like these people should have done, and then drag the
Sounds
chest
like a
with us.
Good idea. Let's do that.
That's
That
a
seems
really
like the
smart
pirate
idea.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And as our intrepid adventurers drag their newfound fortune down to the beach to enjoy their adventures of once per hour, casting a spell on the ship for the rest of their journey. Because no one decided to read the name out loud.
The dragonfly?
Yes.
The dragonfly.
As you say that, the small model ship folds out into a regular sized ship.
Oh, this is at least a day into us having manually casted enlarge into.
Yes.
Oh.
So now we have
And
an
then
even
when-
larger ship.
Yeah. And then
Yes,
when
because
you
I'm
run out
not
of
proper
spell
doesn't
size
get that
slots,
much
ship.
bigger. Yeah, enlarge
and
is
then when
only
you run
one
out of spell
size.
slots, just walk, and then we have to walk on the water and jump.
We're just holding on to Brock's horns, swimming every so often until we can take
We-
a nap.
And with
I
that
really-
lovely image that I was somehow hoping that someone would read out that name inside the cave, we will be leaving this adventure.
I've just got this image. We're just walking along, and one of us just goes, "I really wish the dragonfly was a real ship," and then it just folds out.
Oh! And it's probably inside of Basket's backpack at this point because they just kind of shoved it in there, like, all right, get on top of Brock, everybody. And it just explodes. It's like, oh, my stuff. Oh, shoot. Oh. That's much more convenient.
Oh,
Oops.
hold on. I forgot one bit. As you are trying to discover what the hell to do with all your stuff everywhere on the beach, chat, could you please roll me a D3? So exclamation point roll 3. Hello, didn't mind. There we go. 1. Brock, as you are collecting yourself and your stuff, you start humming a melody that you've been hearing since the start of the adventure. And in your mind, you get the image of a beautiful blue bard just saying, "Thank you." And that is where we're gonna wrap.
Love it. Donna, thank you so much. That was cracker of an adventure.
You're very welcome.
I don't know why I was hoping. I was sort of hoping that my cheeks would get a break.
No.
From the smiling, but I didn't. I actually was crying. I think it was when, and this is because I'm going to point out we have about 10 minutes left, and we could do, I don't know, some favorite moments, maybe just a little bit, just a little quickie.
I mean, if you want
favorite moments, and mine for Wabba would absolutely be it was the rapid response. Like, let's not talk about why my parrot is red. Like it's it was like, is it blood? And it's like, we don't even talk about it. Like, why are you even bringing this up?
It's fine.
I was actually crying.
Oh yeah, if anyone is interested in the Wild Cartoon Magic Search table I wrote, it's over on Josh's channel.
Oh.
So over on the Corsairs Cove Discord right now.
It's in the Discord. Well, you bloody legend.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Well, seeing as I've started flattering Wabba, other favorite Wabba moments, everybody. Favorite basket bits.
Had to be the whole description of the for me. It had to be the whole description of why the ship was made out of cardboard.
Yes.
And then sort of building on that as the
glorious.
adventure went. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, you go.
Sorry. For my bit, I'd say Bask attacking with 2 hammers, a small one and a big one, just flailing. That image is forever living rent free in my head.
Yep. A small raccoon just going.
While a balloon animal as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to Photoshop a raccoon balloon animal with 2 hammers now.
Yeah. With a small metal parrot sitting at its feet. Yeah.
I mean, I know someone who might be able to draw that for you.
There's any number. Yes.
I mean, I know of 2 people that might be able to do that.
It's not furry porn. She won't do it. You're thinking of Daria.
I was thinking about Daria and also Nat, who does some character art for me.
There's a few, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite basket moment, I think, was there were so many, so hard to pick, but hoisting Wainwright up on Brock. And I'm like, how? You're barely okay. Never mind. Cartoon logic. Yes, we're running a cartoon. This works.
I have a non-flying metal hunk of bird. I'm used to having to pick up things. But there we go. Done. Oh,
Yes.
my arms.
I love that you went to the effort of putting a speaker in it, but didn't figure out how to make it fly.
Priorities.
Yes. Favorite self?
Oh no. Right. Frick. Crap. Shoot. I think my favorite self was honestly being able to keep the voice going. I'd been practicing the whatever this is for a couple of days and was like, oh no, I should really stop or I'm gonna lose my voice and then I'm just gonna sound like this and they won't know it's a character. So it was actually, I've had to do it because the character that I've been playing for a lot kind of sounds like this typically. And every time I try to make up a voice for Basket, it would just go to that accent. I was like, I need to go as far away from that as I can. And American woman dubbing an anime child was basically the route that I went.
Love it.
So that's Basket. And I'm here for Pokemon.
I feel
it upsets
you.
me greatly that you live in a time zone that is just completely incompatible with the Humblewood, so I
Yep.
can't ask you to come and join it. There's room for more raccoon artificers.
No,
We need
I
to do
feel you with the accent. My wizard has a slight Irish, and every time I played him, yeah.
We need to do other favorites because we
Yes.
flattered Wabba for far too long. Quickly, other people. Let's talk about Josh. Let's
Yep.
talk about the unending commitment to the bit. I don't know how you keep remembering because I keep forgetting, but yes, it peaked obviously at the end when he just spends 10 minutes staring at something.
Yes. Yes. The relentless puns.
Yes. Yep.
In such a calm, innocent voice, just like, yeah. And here's the pun for you guys. It was so polite. They were the most polite puns I think I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Max, I don't know, what do you
Max.
reckon?
Favorite Brock moment. I think my favorite Brock moment was when he tried to talk to the dragonfly, and the dragonfly just went, no, and flew off. I thought that was just so hilariously acted out by Josh. Really well done.
Yeah, I was sad that didn't work. I really wanted that to work, but no.
I'll cheat
favorite
by
stuff?
plus wanting 2 of them because you guys stole my accent and the pun comments, because that very last staring
Yeah.
was the best thing that made me so happy, because it took me a second to be like, what is he? Oh no.
Oh, God.
The whole
He's
cast
gone.
time of okay.
Favorite self would
Yeah.
be the.
Yes.
I'm going to go with one that nobody else has said. It's got to be the sticking the hairdryer in the water and then using that to propel myself and Wayne right to the shore.
Very, very good.
Yes. Don't do that, people. Just no.
No.
No, this is a cartoon setting.
Yes, cartoon logic. It works in cartoons.
Then we need to talk about Max favorite Max moments.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna steal this one because I can. Chucking a baboon at a skeleton.
It stole mine. Saying
Yes.
which is the baboon. What?
As I said in chat, who needs pocket glitter when you have bag baboon?
Yes. I love bags of tricks. I love those so much.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're gonna get. But yes.
My favorite moment was just the delightful mental image of him sitting in the antlers of a much larger person, just politely. It was such a lovely, polite party generally, just politely engaging in conversation with me. It was like, hello, just merry and pippying it around.
My actual favorite was, like, I think we didn't bring it up at the time, but the fact that Wainwright was the one that volunteered to be the one steering the ship. I don't think you're tall enough to see over the steering wheel of the ship.
I don't think he's tall
I
enough
know.
to
I
reach
had that
the
mental
ship.
image afterwards, and was just like, it's just this tiny, tiny mouse, just like this, and us just kind of shouting vague directions, being like, yeah, we want to go that way. And you're just like, yeah, okay.
I mean, I feel like you designed it for him. Would make sense. Like if you built the thing. Fair.
Budget cuts. Definitely not.
One of the personality traits was I'm very, very confident in my abilities, even when I shouldn't be. So that's why I'm steering the ship. Clearly, favorite moment since Ardana stole it from me. I think is trying to climb the mast of the jib sail and failing and being pushed up by Basque. That's a favorite moment of mine.
Backboon.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think my favourite Wainwright moment had to be the sort of going off of the throw in the baboon, but it was just like lobbing it and then going, oh yeah, and stepping out of the instrument that you were in. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yep,
It's about the
yep.
size of an accordion as well. Quickly, favorite DM moments.
Me.
All of the disclaimers every time we would do something, and you made sure to tell that the viewers don't put if you are in a cardboard ship, do not put a hairdryer into the ocean to steer it, because I
What
know
is the
that
hairdryer
the risks
plugged
of that
into?
happening.
Like, are there
Cardboard.
power sockets on this cardboard boat?
Nope.
Cordless.
It's cordless.
It's one of those windy ones. You have to charge it up by winding it.
Yeah, it's like one of those torches you can get for camping. You have to squeeze about half a dozen times. It's
That's
still
where all the ship
spring-loaded.
budget went.
Yeah.
With all the impact of an elderly relative breathing on you.
Yeah.
Favorite DM moment for me was when the bird started talking, and I'm like, is she doing a southern U.S. accent on purpose, or am I imagining things?
No, that's what happened.
Nope. Yep.
It absolutely is what happened.
That caught me off guard.
I quite like the note in the chest at the end. Just sort of like, I don't know why anybody wants this chest. It's like, why did you bother writing that down in the chest?
It's a MacGuffin.
Yeah, I got it. Like, but it was like, why did the person go to the effort of writing in the chest? I don't know why no one wants this chest. It's just pretty. I'm like, well,
That's what I do with my personal possessions, is I put sticky notes on them about other people's opinions.
I don't
know why
that.
you don't.
I'm gonna.
You should.
And googly eyes.
Yes.
Particularly good in a fridge. Favorite self. I have a picture from a birthday party where I got a whole bunch of stickers of smiley faces and a whole bunch of googly eyes and just put them all over the things in the fridge and then just waited.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but I am personally very proud of the gummy kraken,
That was
and I'm
very
kind
good.
of sad that you succeeded the check for that one, because the gummy kraken is wild. Yes.
Excellent. Alrighty, well, guys, thank you very much for that excellent stream. It has been extremely fun. We have a giveaway going at the moment, so get your exclamation mark tickets in chat real quick, and we will draw that very, very shortly. Very quickly, before we head off, we do need to ask these people who the absolute heck they are. Because we've been enjoying their faces for 4 hours, and it's only right we actually know who they're attached to. Josh, who the heck are you?
Hello, my name is Josh. I run Roll Together RPG, which is a UK-based streaming group. We stream on Mondays and Tuesdays at 10 p.m. No, not 10 p.m. 6 p.m. UK time. I'm not sure what that translates to in other times because brain. Yeah. And we do D&D. And on Wednesdays we do a world building / live talk to the audience sort of thing. Catch us, look for us on there and on YouTube by searching Roll Together RPG. Thank you for having me.
Who the heck are you?
I'm Wobble Jack Wagon. I am a UI engineer on video games. I make spell books. It's really cool. But otherwise, you can find me. I do not stream. Stop following me. It's really strange on Twitch. But you can find me in other people's streams occasionally, trying to spread some chaotic good as much as I can.
Hell yeah. Successfully, very well. Max, who the heck are you?
I'm just a random IT penguin from Ardana's Lower Right Discord.
Well, you're very freaking welcome, my friend. And Joe. Oi, you there. Who the heck are you?
Hello. I'm Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there, since I don't know when that started, but it's sticking around.
You keep
mostly
bringing it
Lilith's
up.
fault. Yeah, but if I don't, Lilith does.
Yeah.
Or anyone else that is my player. And they get mad at me. And I like my players be nice, you know? I am the channel runner and GM over at The Lore Right. and this was great fun. I like playing with cartoon logic. I don't get to do that very often.
Splendid.
So,
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. You guys have brought the donations up to 46% of our goal. Thank you so much.
Nice.
You
Awesome.
excellent individuals. There is still quite a lot. 16 more hours of TTRPG to come. So brace yourselves. I am thoroughly braced. I am structurally sound. As structurally sound as a cardboard boat. And we are going to draw that giveaway right about meow. Here we go. Closing the giveaway. Drawing a winner. The Lawrite. Yes, the Lawrite. However, Chuck just told me we've actually got two prizes each stream to give away. So let's draw another one. And
Nice.
also the Lost Archives. There you go, Owen.
Hey.
Congratulations to both of you. But don't you worry your sweet little heads, because we're going to have two more starting in just a second. So, guys, we are raising money for childhood cancer support. We will be back in about 15 minutes. When I just go and wrangle the next bunch of people. Troll Lord Chuck is going to be coming along and running Malika Moon, Owen from the Lost Archives, Agent Number 1, and myself through a game of Castles and Crusades, the Dark Tower of Sivad. Very exciting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And most of us, I will be playing an irascible archaeologist type person. Malika Moon will be playing someone called Odalin. Based strongly on somebody from The Mummy, and I think Owen's done something rather silly as well. So brace yourselves for yet more wacky fun, but with a different TTRPG system. Keep those donations coming, you excellent beings, however large. They'll be gratefully appreciated, and we'll see you very, very shortly. So, guys, say goodbye for just a moment. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye for just a
Bye-bye.
moment.
Bye
One
bye.
Whee!